Hey guys, welcome to this week's edition of Trilogy. I'm Gil P.
I'm BK Johnson.
I'm the coin captain.
And together we
Our
Trilogy.
yeah.
And you know what? I couldn't start this edition of the Trilogy Show without first of all acknowledging and congratulating our very own coin captain, who just last night broke the 4-figure of followers. He broke 1,000. Not quite a VP yet, but that application did go through.
Yep.
Congratulations, Captain. Done with style. Very, very well done, man. I think you're probably one of the fastest people to get to that result. I mean, boy, how long have you been here on Dlive?
I started just before Thanksgiving. It was like the second week in November, I think.
November till now. November till
yeah.
Wow, that's like what, 6 months? 6-7 months tops?
Yeah, about 7 months. Yep. Yeah.
You see, this when you give away money. No, it's all right.
Well, that's part of it. I mean, sure. Ed, thank you. Thanks, man. It's been. Thank you, Jester, for the 2 ice creams. It's been an incredible journey, and I've made the best part of that journey by far has been all of the friends that I've made along the way. I'm happy, and it's been really a good time.
Congrats, man.
See
You
the
deserve
joy
it.
just oozing out of you as you're like, thank you.
You should have seen it yesterday. You should have seen it yesterday.
No, I saw it. Listen,
he oozed the joy. He oozed all the joy out.
Hi, yeah, I'm so happy to be here on Dlive. You're all my best friends, and don't talk too loud, Gil. Don't with the hell music today. My head is going to split open, and silver will fall out.
Yeah, I finally got the hangover done away with. I think that the pre-show ice cream helped. That was
that's what it did. Ooh.
It did. It perked me up a little bit.
Did you bring ice cream for all of us, Captain?
No.
Okay. Well, with that said, I'm going to move on to the other scallywag.
But hold on, I have to thank Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay.
Shh.
You need a whip.
I'm on top. You're down bottom now this time. I'm not letting you run over me like you have in the past episodes, Captain. You think, you're just there because you hit your 4 numbers and all the rest of it.
Jester, MD Wit, Jag, Suki, thank you. Elf, thank you for all the stuff you've given already. Oh my god. Look
awesome,
at that.
guys. Thank you so much. I thought Suki was streaming.
No, she hosted.
How did she end up here?
She hosted.
That's crazy.
She hosted. She's crazy.
Well, Suki's like the 4th member of Trilogy.
For someone else's stream.
Cheers.
And didn't Suki just make an affiliate too?
It's her stream. She can do what she wants. Yeah.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Especially if it benefits us.
Congrats, Suki. You totally deserve it, and we're looking forward to many adventures on your channel.
Absolutely. In fact, I dropped in earlier today and saw that Suki was doing some craft work, and not the band craft work. Not wow, look, my hand keeps disappearing.
I like that music though. That is cool.
You will like anything if. I'm just gonna censor myself.
Look at you. You're like.
I was just gonna be like, no, because I promised I was gonna lay off on that sort of stuff, and it's just
okay.
you just walk straight into it, my friend.
Well,
and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Grizz in the house.
Story of my life.
Grizzly Ghosty
Yeah, exactly.
in the house.
Grizz is in here. Suki with the after party. We'll definitely join you with that sort of stuff. But I was gonna say the other thing I want to acknowledge before we actually start the show is the amazing work of one BK Johnson, who did another 24-hour stream for charity, who got dressed up.
Wouldn't have done it if I got so many subs.
Kind of like, had I was gonna go and drop in and kind of, hoist her up, BK in the wee hours. He didn't need any help. Everyone else jumped in there to be a part of his stream. BK, how you feeling, my friend?
I'm okay. I slept 12 or 13 hours. I actually was up 34, I think. 34 hours was what happened. Because I had you know why? Because Grizzly Ghosty and Ms. Lolo had a best of 5 Dlive, and they were amazing. Like, I was
I'm so sad
I was up 30 something hours, but they made it easy. So special thanks to Grizz and Ms. Lolo. Those guys are 2 amazing D-livers, but better, they're amazing humans because damn, they're awesome. And we had a hell of a time. Holly Coco came in and just rained down the subs. We had a over 3,000 lemon chest at the end of the show because of all their generosity and love. So, Grizz, Lolo, special thanks to you. And then of course, Ms. Lolo tops it off with a $50 bomb on the donations, pumping it up to $571. So Dlive, great job. $571 to charity. All thanks to your generosity. And again, I would be remiss to also not give special shout out to Keith because he started it with like 3 ninjets,
Whoa, really?
Well,
3
two ninjets is what he gave to me, and I wanted to put some of it towards that, and then he gave me a ninjet during the show for the charity. So he gave basically 3
ninjets. The
ninjets.
conversations we used to have, and it's like I never got a ninjet. I'm never got a ninjet. like it's just like. So Keith gave me 3 ninjets. I'm like, it's just so casual, dude. So casual. It's awesome to hear that.
It's like sex. After you do it once, you get better. You just keep going. Thank you, Elfstar. You showed me how to have ninja babies.
Okay, I kind of feel like you're like a friend of mine in high school that finally got laid, and he's like the sex master.
Exactly.
So you're now like the ninja master. I'm like, hey, ninja. What you gotta do is you gotta get 3, and then you gotta take 1 out, and then you gotta do this. And
Exactly.
And I'm like, what?
I'll get you the BK Johnson's pack of ninja condoms. You'll be fine. Do it safely. Do it safely, Gil.
That's all I need, right? I need ninja condoms. No, nothing's gonna break. I got my flight stick. Oh no, I won't say that either. I'm gonna be really cool. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, but you know what I was gonna say? If you guys haven't checked out Grizzly Ghosty, who's in the chat room right now, and Ms. Lolo, I think Ms. Lolo is like a hidden treasure on Dlive. If you want to go and chill out, she does a great stream. It's always a lot of fun, and I love the fact that she is just herself. And quite often I see Grizz in there and quite a few other people, and I'm always having fun there. So you know what? A lot more. I think a lot of people, because I don't know why. I don't want to say reasons why, but she enjoys herself on a stream, and sometimes maybe people just assume it's about something else, but she is pretty amazing. Grizz is like, shut up, Gil, shut up. But I think the last time she went for a RL stream, we went and got In-N-Out burgers that took me back to my time in Los Angeles. So I was really happy.
Wow.
I'm dying for. Hey, Cap, why don't you send me an In-N-Out burger?
Oh God.
I'll send you whatever you want. I just can't promise it'll be edible.
Send me one too. Vacuum seal it. Vacuum seal it, man. You got it.
Oh my gosh, I want a double so bad.
Vacuum seal a double, Gil. I mean, a coin.
You know what? I think. I have one of my IRL streams coming up.
Now the weird thing is that in Melbourne, a couple of years ago, they did a pop-out In-N-Out burger, and I couldn't get down there.
I have an overnight coming up in Burbank.
This is awesome.
Burbank, LA. Ooh.
Well,
connecting the world, baby.
I think I can do an In-N-Out burger there.
One captain connecting the world.
And I want to go down to the stars, the Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame? Actually, we should talk about that because that's my old haunt. So I'm happy to send you to a number of places.
All right.
If you want, you can go down to Westwood to my old home.
Is it how far is it from like downtown Burbank? Would it be? Is it like in and drive
20 minutes?
time? 20
minutes?
Because I'm gonna have to Uber everywhere, so it's
So I was gonna say, if you're gonna go In-N-Out, the original In-N-Out is in Westwood. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we'll see. Well,
you can go to UCLA, and we can go. You can do a night stream with a mace and see if you can catch any of the predators.
Made Up TV with the host. Hey, thanks everybody who hosted. By the way, we had a crap ton of hosts at the beginning of the show. I've already forgotten. I know Zero and Lindsay and I think Fallen.
We got lots of hosts here.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, I if I forgot. And you hosted
Grizz,
I should have just kept my mouth shut.
I've got to acknowledge Grizz right now because
I forget.
Grizz is saying he should stop climbing mountains and just go to McDonald's live. No, it wasn't like that. We were originally, what actually happened was I was being silly and I said to Ms. Lolo on a stream, let's go get Slurpees, which the coin captain has done at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, actually that makes and peed out the back of the 7-Eleven. Maybe I can do that. I'll pee out the back of the In-N-Out.
That's why they call it In-N-Out, right?
Maybe I could like do that, like pee as many places as I can.
Now that'll
be my
now new... that's evergreen content right there, my friend. There's always new places to pee.
And then on the way to going and getting a Slurpee, I saw it in and out. And I was like, go get In-N-Out burgers. And she did. And it was pretty awesome. So Grizz, if you want to go, I will totally, but we have McDonald's here. It's not the same. Oh God, I want burgers now. Damn. You know what we should do?
Here,
Have
wait.
you
Polo
seen
wiener?
that there's
I'm
a
just
new
kidding.
service out there that allows people who are watching streams to send food to people?
Gil, there you go. I gave
Oh
you one.
yeah. You could. I looked for Japan. They don't do it.
Do they do it in Australia?
I don't
Does anyone
know. You might
the
want to
name of that?
check. They don't do it in Japan. I really wanted people to send me like ramen and yakisoba or like sushi and stuff. That'd be awesome.
I just like the fact that MD Wit is saying it's hysterical that you went and peed out the back of a 7-Eleven. Remind me, I'm not gonna ruin it now, but remind me one day, either on my stream or on Trilogy, where I had to take a leak and it almost started an international war against 2 countries. That literally happened.
Well, yeah.
That literally happened.
Gil's pee is powerful. He possessed great pee.
No, I just happened to be on the border, and I decided I was going to go for distance instead of accuracy.
He possessed
And
great pee. Distance instead of
He
accuracy.
possessed great pee.
See, I told you got powers. You went for distance and that you almost
What do
got
you think they
arrested.
call me, Gilly P, son?
That-
Come on.
Oh my gosh! Wow, this is perfect. Boom. Exactly.
Right, Gilly P.
Drop the mic.
Exactly.
Oh my. MD.
All right.
Correct.
So it sounds like everyone's doing well. Just a little bit about myself. Right now, we're in Melbourne and we got locked down again due to COVID. So last Thursday at midnight, we all got locked in to our homes, at least for the minimum of 7 days. But I got to be honest with you, it looks like it's going to be longer, and it hasn't been a lot of fun being locked up and trying to work and all the rest of it. So it's kind of crazy. It really is kind of crazy. Hey, Lady Crochet, how you doing? Yeah, wow, what a powerful stream. Not only is it a powerful stream from Gilly P, it is a powerful Trilogy stream.
So
When the
good.
powers of all of us combine, we have a mighty stream. But just remember, don't cross the streams, because that'd be bad. It's just going to be one stream pun after another. So, yeah, so what's going on right now is the beautiful city you see behind me. We're all locked down. Hasn't been as quiet since the last lockdown, which was about 7 months ago. And, people aren't feeling the greatest about that. So I'm glad you guys are doing well. I haven't hit any milestones, but that's okay. I'm just going to have to come back and
milestones.
work
That's my
through.
topic of the night.
Oh.
Is it?
It is.
I thought
Spoiler
they were
alert.
kidney stones.
Buried
No, I did. I spoiled it. I did.
Buried the lead.
No, you can't read.
Kidney
It's
stones are milestones,
Kidney
aren't they?
stones. No, well, I might get those if I keep doing all this crap.
Oh, this crap! As he takes another drink, it's water. It's definitely water today, Coin Cap.
Oh yeah, I haven't had a lick of
Definitely
anything.
not drinking today.
Which is kind of frustrating because I want to have a little SoCo for Suki, in the after party, but I need.
It's
to-
okay. A drunk coin,
I need
a
to
sober
dry
coin
out.
captain's just as crazy as a
Yeah.
drunk one. I've seen it.
Well, okay,
I've seen it.
Could be true. Yeah, it'll be all right. All right. Let's go.
So we should kind of move the show on. So just to let everyone know, if this is your first time on Trilogy, what's this all about? You're basically joining 3 friends, myself, Coin Captain, and BK Johnson. And for the next couple of hours, we're going to discuss a whole bunch of questions, which each one of us is going to submit to the panel. And we'd also love to hear from you guys in the chat room about the conversations that we're about to partake in. Some of these are serious, some of them are lighthearted, some of them come from the heart, some of them are just things that crossed our minds 30 seconds before we became live. It's up to you to decide which one is which. And basically, together, we come together every week just to have the conversations that we were having offline, and everyone seems to enjoy that. So, guys, feel free. We love it when you interact with us. And you know what? Just come along for the ride. And I guess because I'm on top, which normally is a big deal. Let me just say, it's normally a big deal. If BK's on top, he likes to rub it in people's faces. If the Coin Captain's on top, they like to make the life of whoever's on hop a little on top, not hop, on top a little.
Hop
a little
on.
hellish.
I like it when the top relinquishes his
powers.
powers.
Unbelievable.
The top's telling us to hop on, Coin. Let's go.
Hop on. Let's go. Oh,
No, well, I'm saying
wait,
they're
that's right.
behaving
Hold on, I
really
gotta go
well.
this-
Really well.
No, the other opposite.
This way. Okay,
Yeah, here I'm gonna
Turn ahead.
pop
Boom.
both of you guys
Just
here.
pops both of them.
That's
Yeah.
it. Thank you, MD Wit. Thank you so much. And I guess because I'm on top
There's a
today,
delay.
normally I'm always like, put me in the middle, I don't want to talk. But my question is really simple. But
Wait,
it's something
Wait,
I've been
we're gonna
thinking
do
about.
that. We're
Wait,
gonna
we gotta
Oh,
vote
no, we
order
can't.
first.
Yes. Hey, We do it my way because I'm on top, right?
That's true.
Don't
I
complain.
That's
did
true.
it my way.
I thought it was you did it sideways, but that's another story altogether.
Yeah, I'm game for
Mature,
that.
mature.
Not yet.
Mature,
We're not.
mature.
Oh, we are mature tagged. We
can't-
are.
Are we mature?
Oh, we
tagged?
It's from the last affiliate. That's because we got affiliate. Remember, we were drinking. Okay, hang on.
Oh,
not
we-
drinking
Alright.
now. I'm going family friendly.
Untag us. No wonder we're
Untagging.
not on the carousel.
Untagging.
Untag.
Sorry, guys. That was from.
Mature.
That was.
Give us 5
Mature.
minutes. We'll be retagging.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're back. Give us 5 minutes.
No wonder we weren't on the carousel. That's weird.
Well,
Yeah.
we might pop up there now. Did
Yeah.
it pop up when you untag?
I don't know. Everyone.
Mature.
Oh yeah, we're immediately in front. Immediately. Wow.
Are we?
It's because of
Yeah.
all the hosts, yeah. That's why. That's what was
Awesome.
going on.
All the hosts
Hi,
popped us
everybody
up.
on the carousel.
Hey, we're all on the carousel. Yep, there we are. Awesome. So before we go, I keep forgetting we're changing a lot of the structure here. We're just throwing a little bit more interaction in there. So there's a question, and I think the question is pertaining to the one that is the top, while the bottoms have to just deal with what's going on. So the question is, what was Gilly P, myself's first professional goal? If you guys have an idea, if you've been hanging out on my stream the last year here on Dlive, or maybe you know me personally, or maybe you're a medical practitioner and I've come to see you in a professional sense, you may know the answer to this question. So if you're interested, what we're going to do is to get a chance to answer this question, just put in is it asterisk? No, it's not.
Exclamation
What's
point.
that called? Exclamation point.
Enter.
Enter. And if you win, what do they win, BK?
You win a brand new 30 lemons entered into the chest and 180 degrees, a full triangle of degrees.
Absolutely. That's awesome, man. I think
Now back to
can
you,
get on
Gilly
the
P.
Carousel. Thank you so much, BK. Thank you so much, man. BK's my announcer. He's got the voice. I got BK.
Bring home the Trilogy
No.
Bacons.
Bring
Bring
home
home the
pyramid.
degrees.
Bring home the. So
See, he
guys,
changed it. He changed it. Did you see that? He's got an agenda, guys. He changed it from a triangle to a pyramid.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Gary,
So,
what are you up to?
He's the top. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
I have a
You're
lot
right,
of.
that's true. He could. Yeah, here. I've seen this. Let's see.
I have a
Come
lot of
on.
respect for those people who build a pyramid without a dump truck and a forklift and all that sort of stuff. I don't know how they did that, man, but it's pretty impressive.
Aliens. It was aliens.
It was aliens. I heard it so too. I heard it was the
Mm-hmm.
people who from Atlantis, right? I saw that TV show. They went on another planet and they built stuff. It's kind of weird. That's not my question though. Oh, I got it. Show hasn't started yet. That's for sure. Have we started yet?
No,
What?
but let's pull a wiener.
think for
'cause
yourself,
we want
was there?
somebody to answer this question.
Want to pull a wiener?
Why are you pulling wieners? We're not mature
It's a
tag
top.
now.
It's a top.
Hey,
Top,
Lins.
top can
I
only pull
wieners
wieners.
all the time when I'm not mature tagged.
Only top can pull wieners.
All right, pull up. Gilly P.
Mine, the top.
Oh, he left.
Oh,
well, there he's gone.
We're
Now
screwed. Who's second in command? Oh crap! We got to decide
That's
this.
Suki is.
It's Sparky
Suki,
Raider.
Suki.
Oh, Suki again. Always. Oh my god.
Second in command.
See, you make
Second-
it so freaking easy
That's
for
so
me. And
awesome.
I'm trying
No,
to,
I like
I'm trying
this
to
though
behave.
because if it wasn't Suki being in second command, we'd always fight for that second position. But if the
Right,
top
that's
lead, because we all get to be top. I like this.
Yeah.
Suki, you're second in command when the
You know
top
what they-
bails
you know what
out.
they
If
would
the,
say-
okay, if the top lead.
Top
go ahead,
lead.
What's the saying?
You have the top bail. No, what were you saying? You go for it, Coin. What
I
were
was
you
gonna say,
saying?
behind three great men is one great woman.
Exactly.
This reminds me of a
technically,
discussion
though-
of a safe word that got me into a lot of trouble. So
Technically, though, she's ahead of us. She got affiliate first.
That's true.
She's not behind us. She's ahead of us.
But
We're
soon
catching up.
you got to
We're
catch
catching
up.
Catch up.
Suki, you have a lot of
What was I
power
gonna
now
say?
thanks to
Oh,
Coin
yeah.
Captain's craziness.
Right. So if the top leaves, Suki's in charge.
Yes, that's fine.
Oh, really?
I agree with that.
I believe
Yes.
the rule is that all three of us have to agree with that.
Well,
Like,
I got 2/3. Come on, Gilly P.
Yeah. No, I love Suki, but
I'll
I don't
send you
know-
some silver and you'll come around.
Oh, be devastated.
Join me for at least one
Whoa.
glass.
One glass.
Fine champagne.
Fine champagne. We,
Water.
we each need to
Have the
get
glass.
champagne. Everyone, all three of us should have champagne glasses. It's
Trooper
okay if
Dustin
they're
88,
empty,
thank you.
but that way we can all raise a glass.
Welcome to
to every new
Trilogy Show.
follower.
Awesome. How about we pull a wiener
Oh,
or
yes.
winner?
Oh,
I-
now the top decides. we're
Let's
gonna
go.
pull.
Hell yeah.
Pull it now. Pull it now.
Yes, pull it.
Woo!
My winner needs pull it. No,
Mutt.
I wouldn't say that. That's terrible.
The mutt.
The mutt.
What?
The mutt the fifth.
Yeah. Geez, he might not even know this answer.
It's Mutt
so Made Up
5.
TV. What are you thinking? I'm trying to catch up with all three of you.
Thank you, Trooper Dustin, for the follow.
Thank you. Made Up TV. Is he still awake? He was hanging out with us on the Twilight Zone's screening on Discord last night. That was awesome, actually. I was gonna message you, BK, but I knew you'd be sleeping.
Yeah,
so
I was gone last
you were
night.
out of it.
Yeah.
Man, you were. All right, Made Up TV says a filmmaker. I gotta be honest with you. It's not the answer.
What?
No.
Astronaut?
I know it. I know it.
My first professional goal, which I actually pursued, and got to meet a number of people who ended up flying the space shuttle and also being on the International Space Station, was C. I always wanted to be an astronaut. In fact, it was only due to the fact that I couldn't apply to be an astronaut. I then changed what I was studying to become a filmmaker, because the way I looked at it, if I fake it, well, who's going to know except for me? So a lot of my films are based around space travel and all that sort of stuff.
I was surprised too. I didn't know it was. I mean, like I knew it was
know
either.
that?
I knew it was either filmmaker or astronaut. It was one of the two. So I just didn't know which.
You don't think I wanted to be an influencer when I was an influencer at the age of 3, baby? Just didn't have Dlive or YouTube. I was influencing people in my class. I know that because I kept constantly being sent to the principal's office for being an influencer.
At a certain age, everyone becomes an influencer. So I thought I'm pretty sure you're more ambitious than that.
I'm sorry about that, Made Up TV. I was hoping that you get it right, but there you go. A little bit of insider knowledge on the Gilpster.
Makes you feel better. I might have gotten it wrong too,
Gilpster.
and I'm part of
That's kinda cool.
this crazy thing made up. So yeah, you're
I was
torn. Me
torn
too.
between A and C. That's okay. Then it's 50-50. Very
There's
cool.
Still 2 more questions coming, guys. Don't worry. We'll get this
that's okay.
chesty. Let's go.
Well, that's it, man. We're definitely gonna do that. And as a lot of people know, when we get donos, we put in to the chest. So we like to give back as much as we like to receive. That sounds dirty. I'm gonna re-say that again. We like to. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Actually,
I think you're right in both ways, actually. But
but I'm just saying,
clean and dirty. You're right.
I know. I was trying, and I just realized when it came out of my mouth, I was like, "Oh, okay. You're either hanging around BK Johnson too much, and you're thinking everything's filthy.
Oops.
Or you're coming up with it." But it's all kind of fun. Shall we move on to the? I thought of B because there's more fitting. That fits more for Gil. Oh, Lynn's okay. That's fair enough.
Nice.
I can see that. That's sweet. I'm touched. I'm not an influencer. I'm just a guy who just does my stuff.
Oh, Lynn's with
And
the
if you
ice
guys
cream.
enjoy it,
Thank you,
enjoy
Linz.
it. If you don't enjoy it, that's kind of cool too.
Gil's
And there's
influence
so
is
many-
stronger than rum. I'll tell you that.
There's so many great people and here on Dlive and
Depends how
on
much
different
rum.
platforms. If you don't like
Depends how much Gil.
what you're seeing here, it is awesome,
True.
man. There are so many people going and doing great stuff. And I'm looking at the Dlive page right now and I see awesome people. But let's not stray away from what we're doing here. Hey, Buzz Kingo comes
Kingo
in.
in the house. Hey.
It's so cool to see the people that we love come and hanging out with us, and hopefully everyone will be able to grab a little piece of the chest as we go along. Let's jump into the question. Hey, how about that? My question for this week. Usually I come second or third, so I'm gonna have to. Geez, I just realized I've got to pull up the question.
Are
But
those
it's-
pancakes?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
You don't know the? That's from the Chappelle Show when they were talking
Oh.
about Prince.
Oh, okay.
You didn't,
Yeah,
you don't know that?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Okay. All right then. Let's go on.
You want a piece of me?
Pancakes.
You want to waste my time?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I can't even do the sound effects today, so I feel.
What,
like
you have a hot mess going on over there?
You know what? I needed to reboot. my
Welcome to the
computer.
club, Gilly P.
No, it's so cool, man. I do it with style. I'll just. You want to waste my time? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'll just do
Beautiful.
them.
Okay.
I'd love some. I want some burgers as well as pancakes. I want a pancake. I want a burger made out of pancakes.
You want a
Who's
pelican?
with me?
Oh, whoa. Burger made out of pancakes.
Actually, hang on a second. Wait. Before we start doing that, we got sidetracked. We were talking about. Does anyone know the service that actually delivers food to streamers and allows people to.
I've heard of
Hey,
it. I've heard
What's
of
it
that.
called?
It's on Doomwaves though. Where is it? I've seen Doomwave. get it.
Doomwave definitely has it.
What's it
gets
called?
Food delivered all the time, which is
Called
atrocious.
what? Do you his? We need something to satiate his appetite, or we all pay for it. So
Are we gonna
Dlive?
send something
Well,
to Doomwave?
let's go save some. Let's go send something to.
Let's send it
Doomwave.
to him at 2 o'clock in
Did
the
he
morning.
remove
'cause
it?
I know.
He remove
I
it?
know.
It's not on his. It's not in his profile anymore. Maybe he removed it.
No,
I don't see it.
no.
I used to see it in his profile. So, and I've
Hold
seen
on.
him eat. I think I seen him eat something from it before. So.
I know. It probably made him sick.
Ah,
he's got
it's
rid of it.
gone.
He's got rid of it.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
What's it, guys? What's it called, guys? Do you guys know?
Food. I'm gonna do a search for streamers.
Booth
Hey, Lit.
for streamers.
Boofing for streamers is not. Treat stream is what it's called.
Treat stream,
start
that's
a service
it.
where we deliver all the stuff for boofing.
Oh,
Now, what I
that's
wanna
smart,
know
Grizzly. That makes sense. He said maybe he only turns it on when he's streaming because he doesn't want to get something at 2 in the morning.
Oh, we should totally deliver.
Wow.
Like, we should,
oh,
can you imagine?
Grizz.
It's like 4 a.m. and he's like, "Bing bong," and we're like, from the
Think you're
Trilogy
right.
Show. Oh, dude, that's cool. I'm gonna go look into Treat Stream so people can send me burgers.
Don't say it's from the Trilogy Show. Say it's from you, Gilpy. I want
Hey,
Doom
man.
to still like me.
Nah, Doom's a good guy. Doom's a very good guy. But Jimmy Brings, Jimmy Brings. It's kind of like Jimmy Brings. So I think we need to set up something for the guys. I live too far away. I make my own bacon cheeseburgers and such.
That makes sense though. Shouldn't stream treats like actually turn it off when you're not streaming? It should just recognize when you're streaming or not, and then not be able to do it when
Maybe.
you're not streaming. Because that would be weird if you could come at 2 in the morning.
Yes, Think. What is your question? She raised her hand.
Has the show started
Very,
yet?
Oh,
very politely. Very
Oh wait,
politely.
think for yourself. Yeah, what's the question?
Mhm.
Better not be.
what I want to know is why are the prices in USD? Hold on, can they do it in Australia? That's what I want to know. You have control of. So one of the questions in the frequently asked questions is, how do I know viewers won't order exaggerated amounts of food and deliver it to my house? It says you have control of the treats, the cooldowns, and what is hidden and visible.
Oh.
She wants to know if we can start the show.
We cannot do it in Australia. It's only in the UK, US, Canada, and Germany.
That was a better question than if the show had started already. Think for yourself. That was amazing. You nailed it.
But actually, I have a counter question. Are you in a rush? Think? Do you need us to hurry it along for you today? So you can catch so you can catch the whole thing.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
I mean, well, you know what? For you, we can speed it up.
That was great.
You guys are mean.
Oh, I know. It's so you know what? When the streamer becomes the troll. Oh, this is so good. Wow.
You're so mean. So mean.
I think I'm sleep deprived and everything's like 10. I'm sleep deprived and like everything's 10 times funnier.
And I'm
All right.
hungover.
You got this, Gil. You got this.
It's a good thing Gilly P started us off.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Thanks,
I've been
Gil.
drinking. I've been sipping away while you've been talking. It's all good.
On the rum.
Picked a wrong
Yeah,
way to
but I've
stop
been doing it.
sniffing
I've been
glue.
boofing it, so it's not a problem.
Plot twist.
So you can't see.
It's really been Gilly P on the rum the whole time.
That's pretty much it, man. Pretty much it. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get the show going. I've got a question for both of you.
Oh.
Basically, my topic is childhood memories. Do you have a favorite one? Do you have a memory that stands out more than any others? And my question to you is, was it positive, negative? And if you had a chance, would you go back and change it? Oh, look at that. Both their brains have just stopped. I love it. What?
That'll.
Is this one, Captain?
You should say after the top says it. You should say, "Yeah, that'll shut you up." To the bottom.
Yeah, it'll shut you up.
That shut you guys up.
That's right. Damn straight. So, as I was saying, guys, there you see, Coin Captain left. He's trying to pick his childhood memories.
I didn't notice anything.
Ever since I beat the cap in best of 5, our friendship has never been the same.
It was better, right? It got better.
I think that's because she's holding a grudge.
That's true.
It's not because of me. I love her as
Forgiveness
fully
is
as I
key.
did on day one. I think the problem is she feels wronged because even though she won the game, I won the grudge match stakes, and it got flipped.
Because you
around
didn't
on-
make
which-
grudge match stakes in the first part.
right,
that's
and
why.
then we did for the end. Yeah, and then
You
she
did
won.
it for the ending of the game.
I did it all by the rules, but you know, I think she was, I don't know, miffed about that. But I'm not holding a grudge. I'm very happy that we're friends. Think. For the record, childhood memories. Who do you want to go first, Gilly P?
I'd like Think for Yourself to go first, actually.
Oh, think for yourself. Do you have any good childhood memories that you'd like to share with the?
This is perfect topping, baby. He just
Perfect
went.
topping.
Yeah, that was perfect, Gil.
BK, would you like to take a stab at it?
Shoot. Now he's perfect topping. No. Yeah, I will. So I just thought of what would be like what comes first to mind. The first two both are well, one was okay, so one was a birthday and one was Christmas, I think. But both times it's just happiness with the family. Like for one of my, I think I've told the story before. There was on Christmas time I didn't get like what I wanted, and then I was supposedly I was really sad about that. And then it was when the Super Nintendo had just come out, and then it was my birthday coming up in July, and my sisters wanted to surprise me with a gift, and I thought it was going to be that board game that I really wanted for Christmas that I didn't get. But then it was actually the Super Nintendo. They'd been saving up allowances and putting all their money towards it, even though it was like hundreds of dollars back then. And I blew my freaking mind when my two sisters gave that to me. And I always remember that. Makes me want to cry just thinking about it. And then the other one is like Christmas, where we stayed we actually decided to go to Disneyland as a family together for Christmas one time. And that was really just a lot of good memories of kind of combining two events that we usually have, a Christmas party, but also it was just me and my family. We had to pack all the gifts, we had to do all that, we exchanged gifts, we had a little, those are probably the two where I remember the most, and they're both positive. First comes to mind
Awesome.
those two.
Would you change it?
No. Wouldn't change a damn thing on those, yeah.
Awesome. Wow. Quick answer. Thank you so much, BK.
Yeah. I'll try to think of negative ones and things I would change.
No. You don't. No. Every answer that you give is absolutely perfect. We didn't need that timer at all. Coin Captain,
Oh, we will.
Oh yes.
would you like to share a favorite childhood memory? When I got my first piece of silver.
No,
You've shared that before.
I don't actually remember my first piece of silver. That's the thing. Yeah, with me, we're not mature tag. I have a really bad memory. And that's something that is kind of honestly hard for me because memories are some of my favorite things. Like I love making memories. It's one of the most important things that
Is that a euphemism?
no. And it's one of the most important things to me, and I just it really sucks that
Oh my god.
that
What
noise
noises
is
are coming out of
awesome.
BK?
He's like,
good.
"Oh,
That was good. Take my money, Gil.
Thank you. When I was a little triangle.
I love BK like this. I'm kind of I almost feel like we need you, BK. You're gonna have to do a 24-hour stream a day before the Trilogy Show from now on.
Don't make me do that.
Yeah.
You're trying to
Because
get me
this
to
is
be a
perfect.
3x husband for real. Let's go. Go. I like your. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Let me just say, you don't need to get BK drunk. You just need to make him tired. It's awesome.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh,
I'm
memories.
sorry. Yeah, go.
I can't remember. Memories are some of my favorite things, but I have a really, really bad memory. Like so bad that there are times when things get crossed in my memory. Like I have a certain experience that I remember, but I remember it as though I was with this person in that experience, and it really was with this other person. And Like I hate when
That could be
stuff happens.
dangerous, dude.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. And I'm just terrible at remembering all kinds of stuff. And strangely, I'm incredibly good at remembering trivia. Anyway, childhood memories. I don't know. But my point is, there's a lot of things from my childhood that I've forgotten, right? And I know there's a lot of good memories, probably a lot of bad memories too. But I don't know. I wish I didn't struggle with that. My favorite memories, and they're not like real detailed or specific, but I would definitely say Christmas time, because my mom, I was an only child, and my mom,
Thank you, Towel.
Ooh, and NSE, you're a towel. Thank you for the 4 ice creams. Appreciate that. Captain, you hit 1,000 followers. I do remember that, actually, Elfsar. Now that you mention that, I remember that happening like it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
But thank you for trying to remind me, because I might have forgotten by now. I feel like I can't keep up with chat, and I'm trying to answer you, and just there's so much going on.
Focus on the answer.
My ADD. Okay.
Focus on the answer.
Yeah. That's why you don't have any memories, dude. It's everywhere.
Gilly P, my answer is my favorite childhood memory was at Christmas time, because my mom was a stay-at-home mom. I was an only child. I was her whole life, and she spoiled me, and a lot, and just made. But it wasn't just the gifts. There were a lot of them, but it was actually all the little things: the music, the decorating, the taking me to the Christmas events, and it just was. It was Christmas was like a whole experience, and so my favorite top childhood memories are of those Christmases that we spent together as a family. Would I change it? Hell no. They're my best memories.
Awesome.
Other memories I have growing up in my family's bakery.
Is that why you end up becoming a baker? Because it was a family tradition?
Yeah, my great grandfather
Awesome.
started the bakery in the 1920s, and passed it to my grandfather, who passed it to my dad, who passed it to me, and I did it for 5 years, and then we sold it out of the family.
Wow. So you broke the chain.
I did. That's why I've been banished to Dlive. No, I don't know.
Sound like a robot there too. That's why I've been banished to Dlive.
And I joined the CIA.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you.
Cannot compute.
We can't discuss that. I can't
compute.
discuss that. I can't discuss
Destroy.
that. You know that. We've talked
End
about
stream.
this. I
End stream now.
can't tell people about that. No, I grew up in the bakery. I would get all the ingredients and mix them together into strange concoctions, because I thought I was actually making something, but really it was just a bunch of slop and wasted money. But my dad let me do it anyway, because I guess that's what, good dads do. And
It's awesome.
so now I let my kids just destroy everything. And
So you're saying you'd change it all?
No. No, I wouldn't change that either. I wish I had some bad memories. Well, I do have some, but they're not ones I'm willing to share, and those I would change. but those are the things we don't speak of.
Well,
Aren't you glad you invited me tonight?
You did great. You did great.
Oh, thanks. I did.
As soon as you locked in and
did?
didn't get distracted from your ADDness, I think you were fine. You were fine.
Yeah,
Until then,
but-
you were complete trash. But you're great.
You're
You're
good,
great.
man.
Please.
That was really good. I'm so proud of you.
It's the way. That's That's kind
Me
of how
too,
my
man.
streams are lately.
I was
start
proud of
off
you
like
too.
trash, and it gets better as it goes along.
Lens, thank you for the ice cream and lemon.
Yeah, it happens that way.
I'm gonna catch up with chat now.
See you
I was
later.
gonna say some people are he's gone, and that's the show, everyone. Now that Gilly B's been on top and said his question, we're leaving.
All right, now we have 30 minutes to ourselves, Gil. What you got? Thanks, Chile 8.
Wait,
Sting
Suki,
did a TED
Suki
talk.
says, "Where's my command?" Did we not make her? Oh, shoot,
We didn't make one yet.
That's my fault. I mean, I'll own
Yeah,
that one. Suki.
CoinCam is
it's-
in command of all the
it's-
commands. That's true.
Yeah, that was my job, and I had one job and I failed. I'm sorry.
You party hard.
It was a strange week for me. I was partying hard. cooking stuff.
Jester,
and
thank
getting
you.
Drunk by next to a fire. Thank goodness I
actually,
didn't
you know
burn
what?
the neighborhood down.
I missed your cooking stream. What did you make on your cooking stream?
Oh, it's still. I can share. You want some? I have some left.
Sure, send it to me.
We started with rum runners. Beverage, it has rum in it. Rum runners, and then I made a cake, a rum cake. We ate it at the end. Rum cake, and then crab cakes and shrimp ceviche, and a homemade remoulade to go with the crab cakes.
Awesome.
Big
Yeah, it was
word.
pretty good. There's like this spot on my screen.
Gil, what is your childhood though?
My childhood. Look,
Wait,
you know what?
Gil had a childhood?
I did.
I don't think so.
I wasn't.
That's why I was
no,
asking.
I came out looking like this. Someone once asked, it's like if it was a question about cloning. It was like if you could clone your body, would you come out and would you be able to stand the minute you were born? And my answer would be, your mother wouldn't be able to. So and they were like, what? And they were like, think about it. If you were fully born, you just destroy someone. So yeah, no, I didn't. You just got it.
No, I got it, but you just kept going into it and describing it. I was like,
it's like someone. There's a reason why children are so small when they're born, right? And like the whole question was like, hey, if you were cloned, would you be able to stand? I'm like, your mother wouldn't. Just come on. That person was like, geez, I'm not gonna ask those questions around that guy. He's too practical. One of my probably all-time favorite memory from my childhood is a really simple one. And it just happened that growing up, my mother had a very good friend who had children my own age, around my own age. The oldest was a year older and the youngest was 2 years younger. And I had this amazing memory of this Sunday afternoon where we went to a park. And, there are times, the world can be kind of cruel at times. And I mean, that's not just because it's me or you or anything like that. Just the world happens to be able to kind of crush people at times. And that's the memory I go back to every time, because that was when everything kind of just clicked. And there have been other memories and other times where I felt that. And I consider myself incredibly lucky that for whatever reason, I have kind of like a really, really good memory, in the sense that I remember stuff from when I was 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. I can recall like conversations I've had with people almost to the word. I don't think it's a photographic memory or anything like that. It's just that happens to be where my focus is. And I just like, there've been times where I've gone, wow, this moment feels very much like that childhood moment that all just worked. And I remember actually, even at the time, realizing once I was home, that was over. And to me, in the last couple of years, I've been trying to reconnect with my friends we were growing up with because they had moved. And I don't know, man, I just wanted a chance to be able to share that with them because it's something that I've carried a lot. So that's why I thought I'd ask this question. Would I change it? Absolutely not. In fact, the only thing I'd change, probably six or seven. But there were moments when I was at UCLA. There was this moment that almost completely felt the same, which was it was a Sunday night. Monday, we were all getting ready for school. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. There used to be a TV show called Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which is an amazing kind of like if
sounds like Joshua Joe, right?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. But it's a great show. If you have been following Suki in the chat room, if you happen to partake in some of Suki's good memories, then this is a show for you. And I love the humor, so I'd stay up till 1 o'clock, and then I remember there was no one else in the house or in the commune area, and I went and was flicking around, and I found an old TV show, a movie called The Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the joke is that the creature's called the Gillman, right? Gillman. And slowly, as I was watching it, people were coming home and just joining us in the living room, and it was one of the best moments And we were up till like 5 a.m. until one of the roommates came out and said, "Shut up, guys, we're gonna go to sleep. I got classes." And I remember thinking to myself, "Geez, everything clicked here, and it always takes one to ruin it." But that was probably the last time that I had that kind of, I was just in there going, "This is perfect," wouldn't want to add anything else to it. It's just a great memory. So yeah, there you go.
Now,
That's King knows Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Hold on, it's me also. I love Space Ghost. I love Zorak.
You said you were going to change one thing about it. You said you wouldn't change anything except one thing, maybe, or was that?
Yeah, just the person coming out and ending it because she was like, "Hey, go to sleep." I was like, "Just come and join us." This is, I remember one guy came from a date. His date stayed, and then some other people came down, and when sometimes you do something and it just rolls into something bigger, and everyone just is coming in on their own level and just enjoying it. It was definitely one of those those moments for me.
Do you mind if I ask,
really cool.
do another follow-up, or were you going to have another? I think there was do you have other question on the childhood memories? Or before I am I going to derail it if I try to add something?
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
Because I was curious. Oh.
Sorry,
Stop
ignore
laughing,
me. Ignore here. I'm sorry.
Chat. What happened? You guys made a good joke.
Nah, Captain's getting excited.
I started to type something. I said I'd better not do that. I had to resist.
So Gil, I was curious if you've had if you or anyone else who's listening actually have memories of things that you actually didn't, but it was actually told to you so much. Because I was thinking as you were talking, because I was like, I might as well look for negative memories as well. And I have two that come to mind, but I know I don't remember them. Really, I remember them because I was told about it so many times, and now I have a trick in my brain of I kind of remember it, but I don't think I really do. I think it's from my family telling me it so many times. And it was 2 times where I actually, one I hurt myself, and the other I hurt my mother. Where I was a little kid, they said I was 2 or something, or 3 or something, and I was running up to my mom, and I ran so fast and excited that I bumped my head against her nose, and she had to go to the hospital and almost died because it pushed the bridge of her nose, right? I was a little kid. And so,
wow.
Oh, Rob, thank you.
Hey, Rob Mac, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob Mac.
How you doing, Rob? And then the other one was that they said when I was a little kid, I dropped a plate on my toe and it popped off one of my nails, and I was crying for a long time. And so those are 2 memories that I kind of have because I visualize them so much, but I'm pretty sure I don't really have those memories. It's just that my family told me about them so many times. You guys have any of that?
So, that's a real dangerous thing because, I've spoken about an experience that I had on my stream where, and I did this at a university under medical guidance where they created what they call a temporal lobe seizure, and I have a memory of something that happened that didn't happen. That's not what you're talking about, but what's really interesting is the way the human brain is actually kind of we like to make meaning and all the rest of it. There's a term called thank you so much, Gia.
Water. Yes. Welcome to the Trilogy Show, man.
I had a whole bottle of champagne last night. I can't.
Thank you, gosh. All right, Gil, what were you saying about the brain, though?
So we if you get told something enough times, you will make a memory based upon that. That's what's so dangerous about, testifying in court, because, if you've got an investigator telling you, well, did it happen this way? Did it happen that way? After a while, you'll start doubting your memory and your recall on the situation, and you'll default to what's being said. And that's actually there's a term for that called gaslighting. So you can actually create and gaslight someone, which is telling them something so many times that they doubt their actual memory of the event. And this is a very, very common, thing that has happened over time. And in a way, I mean, they weren't trying to manipulate you at all, BK, but by you having this really strong memory of something that you don't remember, but you've been told about.
Yeah.
If that was
That's
some
interesting,
people
though.
that wanted to manipulate you, you could
This
feel...
is exactly the problem I ran into with my book. Seriously, with Pride, if you have to see it coming, but you can't focus on it, because the more you focus over and over on the evil, it makes that memory in your brain.
Sure.
So if you look at the negative things all the time, the negative. That's why, again, I love that Star Wars quote. Your focus determines your reality. So if you focus on the negative all the time, you get negative all the time, and your brain kind of builds it, right? It's kind of like that, right? So you have to be careful with what you focus on. like you two staring off
Absolutely.
in the.
No,
No, I'm just
absolutely.
kidding. I know.
I mean, Captain's just reading the chat room, so he's out.
No,
he's
I
tapped out.
am. I'm
He's
listening.
out.
I'm not out. I am in. I'm in. But I did get another memory that I could share with you.
Okay, go for it.
It worked on. I mean, if you're ready.
Go for
I
it.
don't want to. I don't want to interrupt. I feel like I'm interrupting.
Well, you can,
I think it's a really
you
interesting
can
conversation
actually.
where this is going with the about
You can-
about
Yeah. Did you hear what we were
about
talking about, Quinn?
gaslighting.
Is it called gaslighting? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, gaslighting.
That's what it's
So
called.
it's actually a term that
wow.
comes from a film.
Well, somebody has to keep track of the chat while you guys are. I mean, that's what you do when I'm talking.
No,
right?
but we can multitask way better.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a failing.
No, I know. I have ADD too.
a weakness.
No,
It's my
I have
weakness.
ADD too. I just medicate for it so I can actually shift faster.
See.
So you should get
That's
medicated. You might want to put down the rum bottle, pick
Oh
up
my
the
gosh.
ADD
Big
medicine.
Pushing big pharma on me now.
No, I'm not. I'm actually serious. Like I'm actually serious
No, I
that
know.
might
no,
help.
I'm yeah.
Because
You're
that's
right.
part of the reason where it's like I can shift faster because of the medicine, but before it was even I was like it's like looking into my past when I see you.
Okay.
Like,
So just, I know we got off track, but I do want
Read
to stick
this,
with
Captain.
this
Says
term.
Elfsar. See, I
yeah,
can
there
do
you
it.
go.
And I
Yes,
totally
I'm-
ignored what Gil was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Now
I'm
he's
so proud of
upset
you.
with me, and I
No,
have
I'm not
to
upset with you.
apologize at the after stream.
Just keep
booth
apologizing.
session.
Just keep apologizing. You'll be fine.
Oh, that's right.
You do that all the
That's
time.
right. Elfsar's like what? I do it all the time, and just it's not a big deal. Just apologize constantly.
Apologize for your existence. Now.
Gil, I'm sorry. Could you repeat what
No.
you said? I was
Yes,
distracted
Gil.
by Elfsar.
No, I'm not going to repeat it. You know, you're in trouble. Nah, it's all good. Thank you so much, Linz Johnson.
I'm in
I love
danger.
that. I was distracted by Elfsar. You go immediately to the blame of someone else. Sorry, Gil, go for it.
You know, you got to be careful with that too. That what the original sin was because of the fact
Yeah.
that someone blamed someone else.
Yep. It's
Right?
hilarious.
It wasn't that they ate from the tree. It was just like, hey, who did that? And he was like, she did it.
No, it's the woman.
It's
It's the
the
woman.
captain,
It's
you
the
know.
woman you gave to me. That's what it is.
Yes.
It wasn't
So this is what
Elfsar. It
Captain's
was.
like, it's the Elfsar that you gave to me.
It was. Oh,
Wow.
Pelican.
Suki. What?
I mean, what's it called? The triad? What's it called? What was it called? What was it
The
called?
triad. The
It's
triad.
He gave us a She gave us a triad. Is that what it's called? What was it called? The trying. Is it the triad? Or a
This is what-
trilogy?
okay, hold on. Oh my gosh.
We got to get names down, guys. Let's improve.
This
we have
is
to
what
know.
we need. This is what we need the brainstorming session for.
Yes, exactly. We need a brainstorm
yes,
so we
right.
write this down. This
You know
is
what?
now
Maybe we should
called-
just do it right here.
Exactly.
Let's have we can have the
Exactly.
brainstorming session live with everybody watching.
Gil,
We
you want,
could.
you want the two bottom? Or Gil, again, it is your top time. Do you want to do it
It
on
is
one
my
of our
top
top times?
I
or do
do
you want
want
to
to
do it
share
now?
this memory though because I don't
Okay.
have a lot of them and it popped in.
Go for it.
So, is that okay?
Oh, yeah. No problem. Go for it.
So when I was a teenager,
When I was a little boy.
I met this girl at a party,
Of course he
This is
did.
getting good.
Was
and
it Suki?
it was not Suki. I've never met Suki, although I would like to change that. If a girl paid attention to me at that time in my life, I was I don't remember exactly what year.
Oh, Keith.
Keith blowing in here with the diamonds. What
look at
is
that.
up? Holy cow!
Holy moly.
3 diamonds, 3
Three
ice creams,
triangles
3
or
lemons,
triads or whatever we're going to call it.
whatever they're called. Keith, thank you so much, man. We appreciate your generosity.
Did we use... Should I say Barrel Boy right now? I think I will. Barrel Boy.
Well,
I don't know
boy, we
why.
need some help.
Yeah.
Keith,
Um,
you got it. Keith.
thank you, Keith. Appreciate
there
that
you
very
go.
much. Did I
Yes.
give her
Thank
a
you, Keith.
special cookie? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Cool.
So wait, keep going with your. You had a girl, CoinCam. You had a girl.
Yes. We got to hear this.
Oh, I did. Well, okay.
At least 6
Now you're
times.
Confusing. No. Inverse is feminine. I distracted again. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Oh
distracted
my
with-
God,
you
stop
got
reading
the
chat,
floor
you
and
have- you're
distracted.
I
talking.
can't help it. I like the
gosh,
chat. It's-
seriously.
I like
We're reading
the
chat too. That's what we're here for. So
I
when
know,
you're
but I
talking,
wanna-
And
read
that's
it. If
the
I-
show, everyone.
No,
Thank you
if
so
it-
much.
we're gonna
We
fix
don't-
this right after this. We're gonna fix this right after this. You're right. We can have the powwow on screen, and it'll be much better because then the chat will tell us when we're messing up.
Okay. All right.
What?
So when I was a
It'll work.
teenager, I went to a party and there was a girl there and she paid attention to me. Now, she was the first girl that paid attention to me. That was
I'm getting embarrassed for you, Captain.
Why? It's the truth.
How old were you?
I don't remember.
6. I was 6 years old.
No, I wasn't 6. I was in high school.
Okay.
I could have been 9th grade, 10th grade. It was either 9th or 10th grade.
All right.
Anyway, she was the first girl that had paid attention to me that was, decent looking, not like, Anyway, I better just carry on with that. It took me by kind of surprise or storm because I wasn't prepared for that. I had never experienced that. I didn't know how to. I mean, she basically threw herself at me. We'll just say it that way, and that was quite an interesting experience for me. But she ended up being bad news for a variety of reasons, which I'm not going to mention here.
What was the giveaway, Captain? The fact that she was throwing herself at some guy she just met?
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I was immature. I wasn't prepared to understand that there may have been a reason that was happening.
And that was my first wife.
It was not my first. I never married. Actually, well, my parents. Okay, so then we started dating. Right?
No. Okay, yeah, baby. My parents. I'll move on.
No. I'll tell you the whole story. So, well, except for the juicy bits, but.
Pick a box. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're making noise. It's distracting. Okay. So I says to the guy.
I says.
I don't even remember where I was
No,
going
you.
with this. Oh. Okay. I was unprepared for that. So I fell for it hook, line, and sinker, and we started dating. And then my parents caught wind of it, and they could tell because they were adults and mature people.
Dating. Did you leave the house when you dated?
Yeah. Well, I would sneak out of the house. That's what I'm getting to. God, I hope my dad's not watching this stream right now.
Yeah, he's gonna ground you now.
Yeah. It's an uncomfortable period of my life because my parents and I were really at loggerheads. It just was not it was my teenage moment of crazy stupidity.
I think BK would also agree that when a young boy first finds his power within his PP, it's always an uncomfortable situation for family, friends, and the person you're dating.
We can talk about that. I actually never had
sex
with her. For the record, I never had sex with her. But
there's like do everything you can imagine to her. Never acknowledge her again. It's okay. We're not going to judge you here.
No. Well, I'd rather tell the truth. I mean, the truth is actually often more interesting than making up a lie.
But I'm just saying, I just think it's really interesting that the reaction is even today when you're telling the story, because obviously there was an awkward time in your life and you was early on in your dating, you were like, hey man, I didn't have sex. It's like, it's okay. If you did or you didn't, we still love you, Captain. You don't need to, defend. Just be you.
I didn't feel like I was defending. I felt like I was just giving you the story.
All right, man. I don't, good. I
don't feel like I have to defend anything.
Elf's is asking if you got to first base though.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, we were naked. We were naked. We just didn't have sex.
Wow.
But then anyway, okay, that's not the whole reason I'm telling this story. Is actually about my grandfather. It has nothing to do with the girl. I'm just giving you the backstory to get to the part with my grandfather.
So I'm just gonna brag about this girl and then talk about my grandfather.
It's not a brag. It's if anything, it's like, oh my god, I was stupid. I should have seen this coming, right? But I was again inexperienced. Anyway, she was bad news for a lot of reasons. My parents saw it, and they could tell. They were like, oh, we got to get our son out of this, because I was like hook, line, and sinker. Oh my god, this girl is so wonderful, and it just would have derailed my life for a whole bunch of reasons had I stayed with her. So they forbade me. They literally, like, my mom was a matriarch, very, very controlling. Like, I did not get any independence or anything in my teenage years. We could analyze that some other time. But anyway, they said, that's it. You're done. You can't see this girl anymore. And I'm like, well, too bad, I'm going to. And they're like, oh, you think so? Huh? And they brought hell down on me, pulling out all of the stuff that they could to basically taking away all of my freedoms, taking away all of the extras in my life. They went like the whole tough
They took your silver.
Well, if I had any at that time, they would have taken it. But
Thank you.
I'm laughing at the chat room.
Thank
They're
you,
asking
Andy.
I can't.
Did-
You told me I can't look at chat, so don't.
No, you're
I'm
doing
like-
fine. Keep going, Cap.
Okay. All right, because if I look at chat, I'll never get this story told. So anyway, they're like, "You can't see her," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll break up with her." But of course, I'm lying through my teeth. So then I started sneaking out of the house and doing things to go see her when when they didn't know. She was a high school dropout. It's a long story, but she came back to school just so we could hang out, right? Because then my parents couldn't stop us from seeing each other in school because they weren't going to be like, you can't go to school.
This is like
So
a 10-part series of Saved by the Bell. Keep going.
It really is.
Kind
Keep going,
of.
keep
There's
going.
a lot more to this story
Yeah.
too, but I'm trying to keep it short.
You're getting
for the
there, you're getting
purposes
there.
of this discussion. I am getting there. So my parents had to go out of town for something. I don't remember what it was. They went out of town and they had my grandfather come and stay with me. And I'm like, yeah, I can totally go see my girlfriend as much as I want now because he's not going to be out. Well,
Hey, Miss Thunder.
so here's what happened. So we set up this date. I rode my bike to go see this girl, but I told my grandfather I'm gonna go hang out with my friend Brian.
That's me.
Brian.
Well, and I didn't.
Oh.
I was so stupid.
I'll be his beard.
I didn't call Brian and tell him, hey, I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend. I told him I'm with you. So if anything. So I hang out with my girlfriend, come back like 2 or 3 hours later. My grandfather's at the door and answers the door, opens up, and I'm like, hey, he's like, hey, so how was your time with Brian? And I'm like, oh, it was great. We hung out, we played some games. He's like, really? That's interesting because Brian called here wanting to see if you wanted to hang out with him.
Sorry, I changed the
felt
is
background.
that the
so-
payoff?
I felt so low, like that moment, and it wasn't like he didn't get angry, he didn't yell at me. It was totally just like, oh, so you lied to me, okay, and I was crushed. Like
Anna Tope, how you doing?
like the gentle silence of that, like, oh, so you lied to me. And knowing that I had violated that trust that my grandfather had with me was the worst. Oh my God. It ate me alive inside. I felt so low. And I eventually did, of course, apologize and everything. But I mean, it's one of those things, like it's a Band-Aid on a gaping wound, right? So that's something I would change.
You would change?
Yeah, I would have told Brian, don't call the house.
Oh, you wouldn't have not done it. You would have just.
That's so good. No, it's so good. It's so honest though. It's the most It's so honest though. That's true.
No, then if I was the person I was then, yes, I would. That's what I would change. Knowing what I
Oh
know
God.
now, and I'm an adult and I'm more.
The BK
mature,
Johnson
of
was
course.
great. The BK Johnson was
Of course,
great.
violating my grandfather's trust was horrible,
Yes.
and if I could change that, I would for sure.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to hurt your grandfather.
No, but then I would have. I was that shitty of a teenager. Oh, sorry. I told you we were.
Okay, it's not excessive yet.
Okay. I should have been. Anyway, yeah, I would have. That's what I would have changed back then. But today, looking back on it, yeah, I totally wouldn't have lied to him. I wouldn't have probably been with that girl either. But that's with the force, the hindsight of 30 years of experience now. Okay, I got it out. There's
You
my
make
story.
me laugh.
Dude, that was a great story.
Great,
Clayton.
Keith.
I know.
Well, there's more
that's
to
that
it,
one.
but we'll do that.
Yeah.
another
Do we
time,
have
I
to
guess.
mature?
Not
Do we-
yet.
everyone wants to know her number.
Oh,
Some,
we'll do that off screen.
Well,
Off stream. You can't dock
all right.
somebody.
I mean, I guess. Did capture? Oh, I did. There's that. Let me tell you the part B to that, because you were asking, the sex and the naked and stuff. We were totally gonna have sex one time, and it would have been my first time. And so I was nervous as hell. We got naked. I was we were at some friend's house. I don't know. It was like her sister's friend or something. We were there. There were no adults there. We took the bedroom, got naked, and I just had gotten the condom on, and we were
Wow.
ready. Like it was like
Wow.
seconds away
Wow.
from my very
how did
first.
this get out of
Oh, this is
control?
good. This is
from my
good.
very
This is
first
good. Keep
sexual
going.
experience, and her
This
sister
is perfect sexual education.
opens the door and walks in,
Wow.
sees us, and screams.
Oh
like,
my
Screech.
God. That's insane. What a story, dude. That's ridiculous. What the
And
hell?
of course, I was already nervous to begin with. Now I'm like, oh my God. And of course, like I lost the erection. I'm like, that's it.
Did you find it again?
We're not. No.
Did it roll under the
Did you
bed?
find it
Where did it
again?
go?
Did you find it? That's the best question I've ever heard. Did you find it
And
again?
so,
It is a sexy
after
time
that,
topic, but he did a
that
good
was
job.
like
He did
kinda
he did a good job keeping it PG. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. That was the pinnacle of the
was
relationship,
safe sex.
and everything there was downhill, and then we fell apart, and we never ended up having sex, which is probably a good thing.
Good thing. See?
Yes.
For all you kids out there, it was a good thing you didn't have sex,
Right.
but not every time.
Getting caught is a
Stay
rush,
safe.
says Grizz.
Stay safe
I
and
agree with
consensual.
Grizz, man.
Oh wow.
Not for me. Not for me.
Well, you know. Maybe the next question should be, tell us your most embarrassing getting caught story.
Oh god. That's Coin Captain's now. Maybe he might have to switch it. That's his milestone.
Yeah, that's his milestone.
Are we gonna fix
That's my
the show?
topic.
Are we gonna fix the show now or after the switch? I think we have to do diabetes first, or unless you want to.
Diabetes?
You guys want to fix the
Diabetes?
show
What
first?
What do you
are
mean
we gonna
fix
do?
it?
Thank you for
What do you mean fix it?
I like your idea of trying to make things now,
Oh,
or
wait,
change
we're not going to do our other two topics?
No, I mean, well, we will, but
It's not safe sex. It's
Let's
safer
discuss
sex
it
with
in the
captain.
green room.
yeah.
Safer sex with the coin captain, and you
Because
streaming
we
here
have
at
to get to the other topics.
Thank you for the ice cream,
It'll probably be
Minky.
too long of a show if we do it that way.
All right. Okay. So guys, you know what? Let's take a break. We're gonna have to go and meet and convey in the green room. I need to go and have a shower because I feel dirty after coin captain. And we're gonna be back real soon. Because BK, I'm your father. That's a cool sticker. I gotta grab that one. Good one, Fallen. That's awesome.
And next, it's Coin Captain on top. Oh boy, we're all in trouble.
I'm on top?
I'm telling you, right now, it's.
Did you say I'm on top next? Oh.
You're on
all right.
top, dude.
Okay, all right. I might have to blow my nose first.
Well, don't say blow and nose ever again to me. I don't want to. I got this mental image in my Rolodex of Coin Captain and some girl naked with and things rolling under the bed. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on.
That was.
But all I know is I'm gonna go do therapy now. So we'll catch you guys real soon. Catch you on the
Here's a
flip
break.
side. Hang in here for the next question, and we will see you real soon. Because Coin Captain, you got that diabetes.
I don't actually have to pee right now. I'm just reading
Oh,
chat.
you gotta go
I'd
pee.
see you.
Go pee now.
I'm trying to
See you
catch
soon.
up.
Be like the
See you
wind.
soon.
The moment I turned and saw you was the moment I said I'm sorry. Cause I know that I hadn't been honest with you. I'm not in a hurry, so don't give up on me now, don't worry. I just want to be close to you. I'll take you anywhere, even if you break my heart today. Should you become my own? I'll take you anywhere, and no harm, no foul this way. It's time I let you know. I've been bound to fall
that
what's
number
up?
again?
Oops.
Hold on, I had half
I'm
the
not
numbers.
ready.
Huh?
Captain?
Huh? You're not
What?
ready?
I'm not
Who's
ready.
not ready?
There we go.
There- are we-
Now
do
we're
like-
ready.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I had Trilogy Show over your face, Captain, because it was when we did the stream with all 6 of. Anyway, it was it was left over from the affiliate celebration. My bad.
Oh,
Hi.
hey, hi,
Hey guys.
hey.
So I just want to let you know the number you gave me when we were off thing doesn't work. So just follow
She
up.
mu-
I think the
she
last
must
two
have
numbers
moved.
don't work.
She must have moved.
You know, it's not what she told me. Oh, sorry.
But you haven't talked to her yet. That's why you were asking for her number.
Well, you'll never know now. Oh, sorry, I was speaking to someone else. You know. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about that. I got it all mixed up.
Now I'm confused. I'm confused.
That's okay. I'll let you know later.
I'm pretty used
All
to
right.
that.
Did anybody enter this thing? Does anybody actually want to guess this question? Did you start it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'll finish it.
Did anybody
sorry.
even enter though? Oh yeah, I think a few people did. Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Pull it.
You wanna
a
pull
wiener.
it? You wanna
Let's
pull
go.
it?
Yep. Do it. We're going in.
Yeah.
Don't pull my wing.
Now, immediately. Let's go.
No.
Oh wait.
I don't know what I
That's what
entered for,
Gil's
but I
saying.
entered.
Well,
Okay,
oh,
ready?
okay.
Go now.
Yeah, aye, Captain.
Hendrik. All right, Hendrik, you are the one who gets to answer the question. If
Miss
the
Thunder.
coin captain,
Devastated.
Oh, smelly pirate hooker. What?
smelly pirate hooker, yeah. I've seen this before. Where have I seen smelly pirate hooker before?
Did you look in a mirror recently?
Now they're following me and the Trilogy Show.
Yeah.
I like that it's a girl. It's like a mannequin or something. Their little avatar. It's kind of interesting. Oh, I would be
7.
devastated. Thank you for the follow
Thank you for the follow.
and
I
for the
would be
show.
devastated.
Even though
Whoa.
I'm not drinking
If you
tonight.
did not
Whoa,
join me for at
Vlad.
least one
Vlad,
glass.
2, 4, 6,
Vlad.
7.
Thank you, Vlad.
Welcome to the Trilogy Show.
Champagne.
Water.
Water.
I don't have anything here. I didn't
I
get a
know.
chance to
I'm
grab a drink.
totally doing the water tonight. I am not drinking tonight. That's whew. Okay. If the coin captain, Hendrik, if the coin captain could only have one superpower, which one would I choose? Would it be A, reading minds, B, the ability to fly, or C, telekinesis? What do you think, Hendrik? Did he put his answer in there yet? Did I miss?
Did he? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
Boom, 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 boom.
There's no way anyone can know this.
Last night on your stream, Captain.
I know. It's almost, yeah, I guess you're right. I might have said this at least once.
Oh, really?
It's possible on my channel, but I don't, if I did, it was,
I would
Probably
guess
not
A,
memorable.
but Hendrik guessed C.
is that actually, this is a good point to ask the question. Should we only be doing questions that people have
No.
like some potential knowledge? Like, is it?
No.
Okay. So it's okay for me to do this type of question?
Yeah. I wouldn't have put it up if I didn't think it would be. I would have actually asked you about it before I made
Hendrik says C. Miss Thunder says definitely A. I know it's Hendrik. I just want to see what everybody's guessing here. Suki says B.
it. I don't know what C means. Miss Thunder, you're
C.
awesome. You're awesome. I
don't know what C means. Telekinesis. Oh, look, we got a new sticker.
It means you can watch TV wherever you are in the world. It's
Oh,
That's right.
It's
Gil,
amazing.
did you make that sticker? That's really
I did
cool.
not. That was made up TV.
Oh, really? Thank you, Made Up. That's a nice sticker. Look at it. It's
Oh,
got the
For
whoa,
northern
yourself,
lights.
what
it
is
the
that?
ability to.
It's got like the
move.
northern lights up top. That's awesome.
Oh my
It is
god,
the
that's
ability
amazing.
to move objects with your mind, not just objects. So there you go.
Okay.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, it's the ability to move on. Yes. Okay. So, where do we go? Let's back here. Hendrik said C, telekinesis, the ability to move objects with your mind. No, Hendrik, sorry, that is not the correct
Come on,
answer.
please be A,
The
please be
correct
A.
answer is A, absolutely A. I'm a very analytical person. I'm constantly analyzing, thinking, trying to figure stuff out. And one thing that is very difficult for me is people that are not expressive, or people that are expressive and are lying through their teeth. Like, I like to know where people really stand. I would rather somebody just be honest with me and tell me, somebody was like, oh, think about all the girls that like you, then you would know it, right? Like, think about, yeah, I mean, That would have been great. I would have had so many more girlfriends. No, but it's I just
as the movie showed, right? The movie with what was it? What Women Want. You could pleasure any woman. You really could.
Yeah, right. Imagine you'd be in the middle of sex.
You'd be Don Juan.
And she would think, "Oh, I wish he would do this," right? And then you could be like, "Well," but if they would just say it.
Don't go there, Coin Captain. Don't go there. Go back to the pleasure.
All right, you're right. I am the Coin Captain. Welcome to the Trilogy Show.
Oh my God.
My topic is milestones. I would like to discuss milestones.
I didn't say that. I said go back to the pleasure.
The pleasure. Oh, I thought. Okay. All right. Yes, the pleasure. The pleasure. The pleasure. The pleasure is mine. I would love to be able to read minds. Flying, yes, that would be cool. Telekinesis, yes. There's so many superpowers that'd be cool. But I feel like my life would be so much better if I could just read minds and know where people really stand. I wouldn't even be upset about it. I would try my best not to misuse it either, because that power could definitely be misused and abused. But yep, that's what I would pick. All right, now I got to catch up with chat because they're all probably like, "What? This guy's a freak," which is fine.
You just read my mind.
I know. Well, that's okay. I mean, maybe that's why I got to 1,000 followers. Everybody wants to watch a freak show. Suki Stackhouse had that ability, not so pleasant. Which one?
Oh.
The ability to read minds? Or the ability to move things with your mind?
I think of read minds.
The noise of that would drive you nuts.
Freak show.
Now
Let's
that's
go.
a good point, Elfsar. I would have to be. It would have to be a targeted. Like I would have to be an intentional thing, kind of like a Vulcan mind melt, but you don't have to put your fingers on their face. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. All right, so this guy's a freak. I said it, haha, joking. Don't joke like that. I'm in danger.
Let's go, freak show.
Or maybe
Let's
it's
go.
not that I'm in danger. Maybe it's that I'm dangerous.
Russell Wilson.
I think that's her job, though. That's Miss Thunder. It's Miss Thunder's job to be dangerous. Okay. Oh, really, Suki? Very interesting. Very interesting. I will have to learn more about that.
She already.
Okay.
She already told you.
Milestones.
Oh wait, it's the opposite.
Milestones.
Keep going, yeah.
Milestones. That's my topic for tonight. And of course, I picked that because that's what's on my mind. I just hit a milestone of 1,000 followers here on Dlive.
I saw that sticker right here. I'm gonna pop it again. Whoever put
sticker?
that, thank you.
Which one? The what? What sticker?
That was the stick. The sticker. Keep going.
The-
Sticker.
Oh,
A
that.
sticker.
Congratulations. Yes.
I just
yes.
saw it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Champagne. By the way,
Champagne with the
incidentally,
sticker.
I still have not found the cork. When I popped the cork for that, it went flying into the yard, and I'm like, I gotta find that cork now. It's like a special cork. I don't know where it is. I hope it's not like back in the blackberry bramble. I'll never get it then.
What's a bramble?
Blackberry bramble?
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
Bush.
Thank you.
Is that what the kids call it now?
Yeah.
Bush.
The
Yeah,
bramble?
bush.
The bramble. Yeah.
Stay out of the weeds.
You watch Zippity Doo Dah Zippity, and you know the bush.
What?
The bramble bush.
Thank you, Elfsar. When did that happen?
I've been to Disneyland many times. Splash Mountain, you jump in the bramble bush. All right, go for it, Coy.
What?
It's true.
Do you really know how much garbage people just randomly think about? Think about reading someone like you. Think about reading someone like you. Oh yeah, are you kidding me? If you were reading my mind, it'd be like, yeah. Thank you everybody for the compliments and the well wishes and the congrats. I really do appreciate it. It was a very special moment. It's a milestone here on Dlive for me, and there's been. But it made me think about milestones kind of in the greater context, right? I mean, hey, it could be the first time you had sex with a teenage girl, right? You know what I mean? When you're,
That's a milestone.
I just want to hold on a second. Wait 1 second.
Oh, or it could be a boy. It could be a boy. Sorry, I don't mean to.
Would like to distance themselves from the content in this stream.
Well, why are you speking for
He was
BK?
a teenage girl. He was a teenage girl. I mean, he was a teenage boy when he was with a
How did
teenage
you
girl.
know? Did you look?
It was when you were a teenager that you slept with a teenage girl.
That's yes.
Yes.
Correct.
There we go. I fixed it,
That's
Gil.
what
You can
I
come back
meant.
now. We got it. We got it.
Oh, okay.
We're
I can go
safe.
back
We're
to this.
safe.
Thank goodness you guys are here. What is it?
We're
Social
safe.
bubble
When there's a
buddy?
man with a beard like that and you say
Yeah.
sleeping with teenage girl, you got to be
bubble
careful, Coin Captain.
That's what's going on in Australia right now. You can go and because in the lockdown you've got to find a social bubble buddy, and someone made me that sticker, so that's kind of cool. BK froths this kind of talk, Gil. I know that. Miss Thunder.
Consensuality
Do you think I don't know about BK?
All right. Milestones.
and age. Yes.
Simmer down there, bottoms.
Oh my!
That's right. Don't get too excited.
Will you be my social bubble buddy?
No. So what I want to do is I want to talk about milestones. What milestones have you had in your life? How did they impact you? I want to talk about, you know, what is a milestone? Like, could a milestone be a negative thing, or do
I had a kidney stone.
are milestones always positive? Right? Because when I
was
think
a
of
milestone.
milestones, my first kid, my first marriage, you know, like all these things. It's usually firsts, but not always. Not always, and you know. So I just want to unpack that and talk about, you know, the meaning of milestones and the specifically what I want to say about it, at least for me, because we were talking about my memory and how terrible it is. I think for me, milestones are important because of the memory that's associated to the milestone. You know, for example, if you reached that milestone but you couldn't remember it, would it still be a milestone? I don't know if it would or wouldn't. Maybe certain things would, but I'm just wondering if any of those milestones could be negative. So let's we can unpack it a little bit. I can give you one more little tidbit before I throw it to one of you. My mom, one of the things she always said to me growing up is, life all comes, this was her quote, and I use this a lot, and I like it. Life all comes down to a few moments, and this is one of them. And
I love that.
And it's fascinating to me. And she would always say that to me on big occasions, right? Like my graduation from college. She, you know,
That's amazing.
Captain. She didn't call me that. She called me by my real name. But she got Captain. That's funny to say it that way. You know, life all comes down to a few moments, and this is one.
I
of
would
them.
be devastated, Captain, if you didn't have a glass of champagne with your mommy. You know, it's like, wow.
Right. But I think it's also true for a moment like this, right? This is just an ordinary moment. We're doing a routine trilogy show, but life does come down to this moment. The three of us are connecting. The people are connecting with us. We're connecting with it. And that is what life is. It's all about moments. And, you know, I definitely had a big one last night, but even, I don't know. So that's what.
Buzz is right. That's what I was saying, man. I was really touched by that. I want to write it down. In fact, I would like to put that on one of my quotes that I use sometimes, Coin, if you don't
Do
mind.
it,
That
man.
was your mom, right?
The Coin Captain's mom.
That's what I'm going to say, yep.
Yeah.
Coin Captain's
Yeah.
mom. That was beautiful. It was so good. Life really comes down to a few moments, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
I love that. That's such a good quote.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so well, since you're already on it there, BK, why don't you can you share? He's like, damn it, I shouldn't have said anything. Why don't you hit Patricia Angel?
All right,
thank
let's
you
go.
for the ice
Let's go.
cream.
Thank you, Patricia Angel.
Are you willing to share any of the
Thank you, Tal, for the ice cream
milestones
before. Oh,
in
no,
your
never mind.
life?
That's earlier. Yes, I can. I can.
And then I also want to know your opinion on whether a milestone can be a negative experience.
Milestone can be a negative experience. See, that's okay. So like
I
know. I was thinking of the ones just when you said milestones in my brain. When you said milestones, I was trying to think. Okay, I try to kind of. I don't think I make milestones like. I think. Your topic before was
Breathe,
like a couple shows.
Okay.
It's very complicated
Come
because
out.
a couple shows ago he talked about like goals and success, and it was very difficult thinking about milestones because I didn't really have. I would make them up as I go along and just say things I really want, and I wouldn't really write them down or kind of repeat them to myself or mantras or anything. You know what I mean? So without that, it was really difficult to come up with milestones in my brain. So when you said that the memories kind of build them, I thought that was really interesting because before you said that, I even came up with a couple and I realized, oh, that's why you think of it as memories bringing it up, because before you said memory, I was thinking about, like my book, marriage, debate class, getting trophies there, becoming the debate captain in high school type of thing, or co-captain at the time, and then beating like video games with a certain time. Like I still remember I would speed run like Super Mario Brothers 1 when it first came out, and I would go to people's houses and help them beat it who were like 5 years older than me, and help them beat it and then speed run it. I remember doing that, or like beating Zelda the first time, and like I have a picture of that and stuff like that, where I was like, okay, but you're right, the memories are kind of shaping it, and it's and then I have the Dlive stuff, which is interesting because a lot of those, this is the first time I really wrote down the goal. You know what I mean? Like writing it down, and I have my goals in my channel, and it's interesting. I can actually think of the difference in that. I can feel it palpable, and I think I'm sad that I didn't write down goals earlier because of it. Do you know what I mean? Like where I said, oh, like the Dlive ones are a lot different because it's like when you focus or ask about it a lot, then you get it. It's so much more pleasurable than the ones that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm happy about those milestones I had, but it's a little bit different when you actually write it down and think about it and talk about it than if you didn't. You talk about it whenever you can. Like, because again, I've talked about marriage. I've talked about writing a book. I talked about that for years, for decades actually, for the book before I actually released the book. But I mean, as far as like, and it was interesting because I was like, the book is like the one that changed everything. This is the milestone for me that, well, marriage actually was probably even with the book. But I remember because of, this was such a dramatic one, that my life changed a lot from it. So I think finishing the book and getting that done was one of the biggest ones I had, along with marriage. Marriage changed me a lot, of course, but like, it's almost like marriage I thought it would happen eventually, and the book I never thought it would get done. I think that's part of the difference too. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it was bigger to me emotionally, not because of, even though I cried like a baby at my marriage, but anyway, but like, so as far as what I mean by memories, so those are my main milestones that came to mind. Since I was a kid, beating games really fast and like taking pictures of that and speedrunning them. Debate class, where that kind of changed my life because everybody hated me in school until about that time, and I decided to take debate because I still would have to do speeches, and it made me able to speak in front of other people because I was really introverted and shy. And then I started winning trophies. I got co-captain on that, so it's like that. And then marriage would be my next one. That obviously changed everything, a lot about my life, and in a positive way. And then finishing the book, and then Dlive goals that I'm hitting, like affiliate and trying to get to VP and stuff, and all those sub goals that I've hit, because again, it's affecting me. I did the 24-hour stream just yesterday, so because of a sub goal I had. So I think those are kind of the milestones I was thinking about. I actually don't think it has to do with memories as much, because I can think of like negative things. I don't consider them as milestones though, really, if it's negative. But I think milestones, to me, are things that shape your life for the better. And so I think that's how I would define as a milestone, not having anything to do with memory. I would say a milestone means it's something that you feel shaped part of your life up to where you are now for the better, is what I would define it. But I'm not sure. That's my first thought about it.
So, well, let me just push a little bit on that. Would you say that something could be a milestone if you couldn't remember it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, by my definition, it could. I'm not sure if that's true, but I mean, I'm not sure if my definition's accurate. But to me, a milestone is something like that, where I think there's many milestones that I've totally forgot right now that shaped me for the better. And if someone reminded me of them, I'd say, oh yeah, that was a milestone. Like probably my first job at Nintendo, stuff like that, doing the things like that, finishing college, all those things, and like. Those things, some people would say that's a milestone, and it really did. It did shape me, but I didn't. To me personally, it wasn't a milestone until you kind of reminded me of it, right? Like if you say like looking for the ones like that, but I still think it is a milestone. It shaped part of me, and for the positive. And if I think about it, or if I remember it, it would. I would say, yeah, you could put that on the list of milestones if you want.
All right. So if you had an experience or an event in your life that ended up being a negative thing for you, you would not then define that as a milestone.
I would not define it as a milestone for me personally. Okay. It would be it would be a learning experience is what I would call it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Man, it's an interesting perspective on it. What about you, Gil? What do you got to throw into the mix here?
Sure. So for me, a milestone is something that that you aim for, but you don't realize once you cross it how much it was going to mean to you. So that's the way I define a milestone. So it could be something like, graduating a course or moving out of a place. But for me, like the thing that surprised the hell out of me was something that happened to me a few years ago. Now it's more than a few years ago. I volunteered with a group of people, and we ended up doing part of qualifying to be a volunteer was to go through a intense, and I mean intense, 18-week physical course. And it meant giving up your Sundays and learning how to, kind of traverse areas that like out in the bush. And it was kind of like a volunteer rescue thing for firefighters here in Australia. And one of the things that happened was a week before our final test, which was a 24-hour, we had to go from one place to another, no support. You got to use everything that you've learned, and you've actually got to go and do something and kind of like in a mock, rescue someone and go in. I broke my ankle riding a motorcycle. And there was no way that I'd be able to complete this and graduate and be part of the course. But because it was so intense, I really bonded well with everyone in the crew. And they were kind of like, we were all like family at this point. And if you've ever had an experience maybe in the army or some sort of service, like, that bond is incredibly strong. And I was having an incredibly hard time realizing that I wasn't going to move forward with them at all. And in fact, at the end of it, when I realized that I wasn't going to be able to do that, I kind of went to them and I said, listen, guys, I'll come back once once I can stand again. It's all cool. And they said, no, we don't want you to leave. And what they did was they put me in a thing called command and control, which is just basically radio control, being on the radio and coordinating everyone. But in the history of this group, no one who was in command and control ever became a volunteer, like a rescuer as such. And I was like, listen, guys, this is not what I want to do. I want to do what I was trained to do with you guys. They're like, listen, we know you can do it. You've just got to go on this 24-hour kind of journey. And I didn't understand at the time because of the fact that, part of that training is being put in a situation where you've got to push yourself. And I hadn't been tested like that at that point. So I was kind of really, I don't want to say bitter, but I was just kind of really upset. I saw my friends graduate, even though I went to the party and all the rest of it. I hadn't. Like, they went out on calls. I wasn't able to. And that year was incredibly difficult for me, even though I did what I could do to support them from this command and control situation. And the next year came around and like they were asking for volunteers again. And it wasn't just like you volunteer and you go into it. You've got to go through a whole process. And they said, we're not going to take you. And I said, why? And they said, well, because the training's not going to work with you because you've worked with the crew. You know what's going on. And I kind of went, no way. Like, you said to me that if I did this, you would, it was beyond my control. Anyway, pushed it, got into another crew, was basically had to sign a paper saying that I wouldn't tell them anything. When I finished that, when I went through that 24-hour, and it was like, there was certain, when we finished the training again, I was on cloud 9. But when I finished going through that last final piece, and I remember that one of the things they do right at the end of it was that they actually give you stretchers to carry in the outback, and they put concrete blocks on it, and they put like a lot of weight. You're carrying like close to, I think, 30 or 40 kilos. It probably was less than that. It felt terrible. And I remember one of the guys was like, I'm out. See, you could quit anytime you wanted. It just meant you weren't, you didn't graduate. You weren't part of the crew. And I remember grabbing him and I said, you're right at the end, man. Don't give up on this. And he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, no, man, I do. Like, I know I spent a year. I didn't say that to him then, but whoa, Glowbird. Thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Trilogy Show, man.
And I was just like, like I didn't want him to feel what I had felt. Anyway, we graduated when they called my name to basically give me the kind of certification. Oh man,
I would
nothing
be
on the planet
devastated
could have taken
Oh.
me down.
if
That
you
was a
could not
milestone
join
for
me
me.
for
And I
at least
remember
one glass.
on the
Welcome.
drive,
Champagne.
thank you so much, House of Delphina.
Welcome.
Thank you for the follows.
Trilogy Show.
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it. Welcome to the Trilogy crew. Everyone 'cause
Trilogy
we've been-
crew.
yeah, why not? It's all crew, man.
Okay.
You got your crew. I got the G crew.
Oh, hey, wait. Did we
BK's
decide
got
what
the
we were
JDM
going to
crew.
call the people? Like the
Thank you so much for
subscribers?
Coin Captain. You don't like my well,
He's
I'll
going,
finish-
he's going.
I'll
He's
finish
almost
the
done,
story.
he's almost
That's
done.
all good, man. That's
We
all
need a
right.
timer. We need a
it's cool.
timer.
Obviously,
Go,
obviously
go,
it was,
Gil, go,
Oh,
Gil.
oh, wait
it
a
wasn't
minute.
interesting. It wasn't interesting.
Look who's all butthurt now because his story was interrupted. Like someone else didn't interrupt my story about 30 times.
And when I
That's true.
and when I graduated, this girl was like, I put the condom on, and then it just all disappeared.
Oh, that's a weird ending to that story. I didn't expect that.
That was a milestone
Spoiler
for me.
alert. Spoiler alert. Keep going,
It went
Gil.
down.
It's a very
Wait, so
strange
you were helped
ending.
that? Okay, so what happened at the end? Because it was that guy you told you didn't want him to go through the same thing you did. Keep going.
And it was
Yeah.
important to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually was. And ironically, in a totally serious note, I've spoken about this before on my stream, and I think about here. One of the reasons why I left Hollywood was that I had a number of friends who took their life because of the pressure. And I remember because it was a 24-hour, it was almost, I was up 24 hours running around and all the rest of it. I woke up like 4 a.m. I got the news that a really good friend of mine had just taken her life. And I remember feeling myself like it was crazy because I was untouchable and then I just crashed emotionally.
Wow.
So,
That's
there you go.
crazy,
So
dude.
but it still was a milestone. There are still moments where I go, really? Like, if you get challenged, you just go, seriously? Don't forget what you were able to achieve. And that for me is why it's a milestone. And then it went down, and then her sister screamed, and then luckily I didn't do anything with her.
Do you think milestones can be negative? Gil?
Yeah, absolutely.
P.
Interesting.
My stream is strong. What can I say?
Okay.
No, I think some milestones can be moments where you reevaluate things, but again, those moments become incredibly powerful. For me, like, I touched on it just before, but the moment that I realized that I was leaving Hollywood and I was going to leave my, I consider myself incredibly lucky. I did 98% of everything I wanted to do there. So, but I was still aiming for something that meant a lot to me. And I just realized that I was pretty much walking away from it. Was it a negative thing? It hurt, but in the long run, it was amazing. And that was definitely a milestone. I had to come back and actually answer a lot of people who had supported me. And they were like, we don't get it. Why did you leave? And I'm like, it's hard to explain. Like, I can't really explain it.
But did you make that
you.
choice? You made the choice to leave,
Absolutely.
right? So then could milestones have to actually be active from that? Because, like, again, like, there are things in my life, I guess I don't know. Because, again, I don't mean to get dark,
No, that's right.
but
it was the
I mean, like,
events
you
that
can't,
that
like, you
led me to
can't, you
that
can't. What about the ones like for me, where it's like the biggest milestone that changed my life the most is how I react to the loss of child, right? You know what I mean, like that type of thing.
Sure.
So that is not. So that's what I mean. When you get down that path, if I think that's that, then I'm like, oh, I don't think that's that. It wasn't something that I chose to do. You know what I mean? So I'm
No,
like, oh, how does that
you're right.
become? I'm not sure if that. I don't know though.
Did it mean something to you? Of course it did.
It did
I
mean
mean,
something to me.
So
Something extremely negative.
I
So
guess.
then, is that a milestone? That's what I mean.
Well, I think that each person deals with things in a different level. So
I do
mean, your connection to that event, God forbid, let's say Coin Captain or myself had to deal with something like that too, might be different. But that doesn't take away from the fact that the way it meant something for you and the way you carry that, whether it's a positive or negative, doesn't diminish the meaning that it is a milestone in your journey.
I always
I
think
don't think
milestone is
there's-
positive though. That's why it's like.
I don't think that there's a framework to say this is a milestone and this isn't.
Yeah.
And who gets to define that? I guess really
Right.
each individual person said, well, that was, maybe someone would look at an event in your life and say, that was a big milestone for you. And you might be like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times, honest to goodness, that people go to me, you must have been so proud, or, and I'm like, nah, man, that was just part and parcel. And then things like small things like, who would think going and giving up some time and going through a training course and then getting through it became such a big event in my life. Right. Because I don't know about anyone else, but I hate it when people say you can't do something. Right. I mean, it's just, like, and I had
That's
to
what blew me up on my 24-hour charity stream. I couldn't put lemons in the chest, and I was freaking raging. I was just like, I can't give other people what they've given me back. Like, what the? Anyway, so yeah.
I didn't know there was a limit. What is the limit?
It's debatable. People keep telling me different. According to the thing that it says on when you click the chest, it's 10,000 a week. That's what it says.
That's so you don't money launder. That's why.
That's what it says on the thing. But I hear that people think it's 5,000 a day. I have no idea. I wish it was clear, but yeah. So I was going crazy with that. So yeah. But the question, I do think it has to do with the choice, because yours is like, see, like when I analyze it from my point of view as well, the negative that I was talking about wasn't my choice, but the milestone is that I chose not to do something terrible with my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, in reaction to that. Now Gil's was different, where he actually, it's actually almost the same though, but you made that choice. That's why I think the choice is like to do that. I think that's where the milestone comes from, not from, you know what I mean? So it is weekly. See, 10,000 weekly from Keith. Thanks, Keith.
Do you think milestone and turning point are synonyms? Does a milestone require
What's a synonym?
Does it? Cinnamon
what is
it's
it?
a spice we use in pumpkin pies.
Ooh,
cinnamon
pumpkin pie.
No. Yeah. Do you think? I mean, does a milestone require some sort of change in your life? I mean, could it be a milestone and you stayed the same and nothing really, like it just happened to be a big event, but it didn't really change anything? I don't know. I'm just wondering out loud. I don't know, but
That's interesting. I think I would be that would be based on what people are trying to tell me, that I that's a milestone in my life, because it's like that. And then look again, not people trying to tell me, but like trying to say that even the negative, if the negative could be even a milestone, that makes sense. Yeah, what you just said, the turning point has nothing to do with positive or negative. Then if milestone can be negative, then milestone and turning point would actually be synonymous, in my opinion. Yeah.
Twin plot. Suki.
What the dub?
Little rebel. Well, it's fascinating to me. I hit the milestone last night of 1,000 followers, which was amazing. And is it going to be a turning point? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, I was already kind of at a turning point for my stream, because I'm going back to work and have to pivot away from doing all my streams at a desk, right? And so I've been doing a lot of more IRL and whatnot. But so it's a turning, but the 1,000 follows isn't a turning point. So I don't know. I still even if I don't change as a streamer as a result of becoming a VP, which I'm not going to take it for granted. I know everybody's like, come on, Cap, you got it. But I never want to count my chickens before they hatch. So, but like, even if I stay the same, I still think that 1,000 is a milestone. It's the culmination of a lot of effort, and not just my own. Yes, my effort for sure, but it was also the collective efforts of 1,000 other people, minus the duplicate accounts. However many of those there are, I'm sure there's a few of them in there. But devastated.
Oh, Gizmo.
Well, go Gizmo.
Gizmo Berlin too. I like the Berlin in there. That's my favorite city. Champagne.
Water.
Although, admittedly, it was probably a much better city 10 years ago when I visited it last. But I digress. Milestones. Well, BK, you're going to be next, I think, right?
Yeah, I guess
You're going to get that VP milestone pretty soon.
Oh, I thought you meant on the triangle.
Well, that too.
Both.
No, like, I don't know about my VP, but we'll see.
Well, you're going to apply if you get 1,000 followers, right?
I'm still far away. I don't like to count my chickens before they hatch.
Good point. Okay, but if we'll do a hypothetical then. If you got 1,000 followers, would you apply for verified partner on Dlive, BK?
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh, very good. Well, then we'll have then now we have our marching orders. We need to get you some more followers. Now the knights know what to do.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
I'd get 20 babies.
If I had $1 million, well, I'd
have to-
buy you a house.
I'd have to one up you on kids, dude. That's what I would do. 7. Going for 7. Yeah, $1 million, baby. Let's go.
You heard it here, everyone. BK Johnson, Sex Machine.
Yeah.
They're an incredible blessing. Love them to death, but they're also going to be the death of me.
You'll be fine. Just keep boofing. You'll be fine.
Oh, that's basically what I do. Yeah. Okay, BK, I think it's time for diabetes, and then, we'll bring you up and you can share with us what you have.
Alrighty, let's go. There's gonna be another new question about me. See you in a little bit.
It's about
May.
We're gonna light like a sun, shining the night away. We burn the past and the fire, I know it will be okay. We're gonna light like a sun, moving as one, shining the night away. We stand in the silence and worries just fade away. And this fire that burns inside, a million voices with just one line, and they will see us shine. A million hearts from 1,000 miles. They're running along through the streets, rising in tides. We gonna the cold of a crumbling empire. We gonna be the city lights. We gonna take back the summer and spend this long night awake. Let it be the drama, her heartbeats will start us way. We're gonna light like the sun, moving as one, shining the night away. And we stand in the silence and worries just fade away. On this fire, the burn inside. A million voices in the same line. And they will see us shine. A million hearts from thousand miles. And running around to the streets and rising in tides. We gonna be the city, mountain we call us the cold of a crumbling empire. We gonna be the city. We gonna be the city lights. We gonna be the city. We gonna be the city lights. The city lights. The city. The city lights. The city. Running around through the streets, rising in sights. We gonna be the city, mountain we call us the cold of a crumbling empire. We gonna be the city. We gonna be the city lights. We gonna be the city. We gonna be the city lights. If a tree fell in a wood and not a soul was around to remember where it stood, did it even make a sound? How many watching make a tree worth growing? Is it 3 or 4 or 100 more? Call me foolish, call me naive, but one is good enough for me. I may forget that this is what I said, but one is good enough for me. I will plant my humble seeds, and I will water them till some will reach the highest star.
Why, hello there. I'm on top now. Welcome back to the Trilogy Show, everybody. As we like to say, we each bring a topic, and we take turns on top and bottom of the triangle. The Trilogy Triangle. It's not a pyramid yet. But yeah, before we get to that, though, we have a little question here. The question, actually, if you do get it right, we add 30 lemons to the chest, and you get a full triangle, 180 degrees of points here. So without further ado, let's just go right to it. Oh yeah. Thank you, Suki. I move fast.
Both of the questions so far weren't, they didn't get them right.
Yeah.
They didn't get them correct.
You guys can do it.
This is our last chance to redeem ourselves.
Pulling a wiener, let's go. Buzz Kingo. Congratulations, Buzz Kingo. Buzz Kingo. What do you think it is? What did I discuss daily for the first live streams that I did for? I did it for probably
I think I know the answer to this.
Almost a month maybe. It was either pride, sex, or Bible. What do you think, Buzz Kingo?
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Is this Dlive live streams, or is this your first live stream anywhere?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I actually started streaming on I think YouTube and the other thing, Twitch, I think. And then I added Dlive a little bit shortly after, but it was still the same thing.
Okay. All right.
Very cool.
He guesses A, pride, because I'm obsessed with it, obviously, right? Obviously obsessed with it. But the answer was C. I'm sorry. I actually started with Bible studies every day. I actually started streaming without a plan. The reason I started streaming was because I wrote my book on pride. But what happened is I wanted to stream and get like some presence out there. And what I was doing at the time is I started reading the Bible because of writing the book on pride, really. And so I was in the midst of reading the Bible every day. And I figured, why not just stream it? So it'll get that thing done, and I'll just stream it. So I'd read the Bible, stream it, and then I'd play a Path of Exile right after that, or play a game, whatever game I wanted. So every one of my streams was starting with, I'm going to do a Bible study, and then I'll do some gaming or whatever I want. And I did that.
Which Bible did you read? That's what I want to know.
I started with Proverbs, because Solomon is my hero in the Bible, and I wanted to read. I wanted to kind of shake it up a bit and read it and do my Bible studies on a stream, and said I'm just going to finish Proverbs. So I would read Proverbs and then get through a chapter. I was trying to get through a chapter a day, and I think I did get through all of Proverbs, and then would play games. Nothing happened, so I changed. Nothing happened, so I just stopped reading the Bible on stream, and I wonder,
yeah. Just out of curiosity, BK, what now that you have a better following and recognition here on Dlive, if you went back to that content, what do you think the outcome would be?
I'm curious. I don't know. I have no idea. I've been debating probably trying it again sometime, just because it's what I started with. But I mean, the way I read it, what I would do, I wouldn't just read it out. I would actually read it and then think out loud.
Yeah.
I would just say, oh, what does the Greek say? What does the Hebrew say? What does the English say? Oh, what does this version say? Okay, that could mean this. Maybe that means that. But I understand that. But what the heck is Solomon saying here? Is what I do. That's what I do. It's like, oh wait, this one could be this, or what? I wonder what he's saying there. And so that's how I did the Bible studies. It wasn't really like a study. It was just thinking out loud while reading the Bible.
Does that kind of content require X tagging?
Probably, yeah.
Dlive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, religious stuff doesn't it? Or definitely mature tag. I think there was a lot of people who were reading stuff out, just and doing Bible studies, but they all kind of disappeared. Hey, look at that! Miss Thunder and Patricia Angel both saying they'd be there for the reading the Bible stuff.
Well, I could do it again, and if you want to know how awful it was, I think my replays are still there on YouTube.
How awful it was! You know what? That reminds me of my first
I think
stream,
my YouTube
how
videos.
Awful it was.
I think I might still have YouTube videos of it. I think. Yeah.
If BK's gonna X tag, shouldn't you be X tagging more on sexy time than Bible time?
No, it's mature.
Yeah,
Mature.
surprisingly, yes. If you want to
Mature.
do sex talk, you just have to mature. If you want to do
Religious
Bible, you
talk.
have to X tag. That's quite an interesting.
It's gonna do it.
Miss Thunder says it requires the mature tag though, not the X tag.
I don't think that. I'm pretty sure. Elfstar said X tag. I think it is X tag. And yeah.
Mature tag? No, but Keith says mature tagged.
He says, well, apparently we need to actually go and read the terms of service because everybody has an opinion here, and we're all just kind of guessing apparently. So.
Well, I guess that might be in my future soon if enough people don't want to kill me.
Anything religion or political, yeah, everybody's got a different. My thought was it had to be X.
But it doesn't. It's not religious if it's just reading a book. To me, the Bible's a book, but the religion is saying the religion creates something or an opinion off of the book, but the book itself is not religious, right? I mean, it could be.
Did a praise and worship stream, and they said mature tag.
See, they said mature tag.
I wonder if that would be different though.
I'd listen to Keith. Keith
Praise
says per the terms of service, it's mature tag. Well, it might be in my near future, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go look it up.
2 is good enough for me. Miss Thunder and Patricia Angel wants me to read the Bible. I'll give it a shot. If it's mature tag, sure. I mean, even if it's X tag, I'll give it a shot. But supposedly it's mature tag, so I'll read it. I guess, and again, we'll see how they react. What if you read Sigmund Freud? Then I'd have more sex. But Buzz Kingo, good guess. A lot of people would think it's Pride. That's why it was there. It was more of a 50-50.
Okay, I'm looking at the terms of service right now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm looking at the content rating policy, which is
crap.
not the terms of service. The content rating policy states mature tag.
Mature tag.
Yes.
Mature.
I can have a
Criticism of religious or political positions or religious or political advocacy is listed under mature audience.
You heard it here.
Mature tag.
24-hour stream for charity, and I read the Bible the whole time.
Yes. Do the whole Bible from the beginning to the end.
In 24 hours? No one
As much
has.
as you can get through.
No one has
However,
enough energy for that.
there's
Yeah.
an asterisk. Under X tag, the second bullet point says behaviors and statements that may lead to political or religious strife.
Oh God. But it's not religion if it's just a book. Again, the religion to me is the structure.
I'm just telling you what it says.
I'm saying
yeah.
because the religion is what the structure they make from certain things, not the actual book itself,
Yeah.
right?
So the problem
I would
with
say
all
that.
these, the problem with all of these rating policies is they're so, sometimes they're vague, and they want them vague on purpose so that they have
flexibility.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I get if you're just reading the Bible, I think mature tag is fine. But if you're making what they being Dlive would judge as a statement that leads to religious strife, then apparently they would want that to be X tag. But I think I would be willing to bet you it's the kind of thing where you would be given the benefit of the doubt, right? Like if you're mature tagged, you're streaming religious content, and then they have an issue with it and they think it should be X tagged, I would think they would probably reach out to you and say, hey, you need to X tag this.
I did that. Hang on, wait a second. I did it again.
What did you do?
I did stupid things. Hang on.
Did
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Let me start over.
Say that important part again. Can you sum it up?
Yes, just that if you are making statements that lead to religious strife, that is in Dlive's terms should be X tagged. But I think if you just start with my understanding after reading that is start with the mature tag, and then if Dlive judges that your content needs an X tag, then they'll come to you and say, mature tag is not good enough. You need to X tag this, and then that would be your opportunity to be either a compliant streamer or a non-compliant streamer.
That makes sense. I'll do that. Elsa, why is there night in that? I'm just curious. It kind of freaked me out. I was like, am I in the wrong chat? Interesting.
Maybe he copied it from your chat.
Oh, okay. He wrote something in my chat about Minecraft. Oh, he must have done it in my chat, huh? Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. Well, I guess 2 is good enough for me. I started with 0 doing it, so I might as well go with 2, eh? Patricia Angel and Miss Thunder. I guess I'll read the Bible and see how it goes. All right, that is not the topic though. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna read the Bible and think. We'll see what happens, and think for myself. But the topic for this top baby is no, it's not. It's
I got through a whole
It's
ice
religion.
cream without
True.
anyone commenting. I love it.
no. I was watching, but I was enjoying it, so I let you go.
It's good. Man. This is really
I let
good.
you go. But I'm glad
it's
you're
not
enjoying it,
it's-
man.
It's
what?
not
Yeah.
as good as Miss Thunder's Magnum, though.
I'll tell you, well, that was a Magnum, son.
Was
So
it
don't
really?
worry about
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Grey
missed that
Warden,
part.
thank you for the ice cream and lemons.
But it wasn't Miss Thunder's Magnum.
My voting on sexy
Thunder
time.
can,
Oh, that would be
can,
perfect, Elf.
I was going to say something that'll like sag us. No.
Okay, let's go. Here's the real
Thunder
topic.
and her
Here's the
Magnum.
real topic. It's sports. Just as almost crazy, but not as bad. Sports. But we're going to keep it
That's
light.
it. X tag.
No! I need to know Coin Captain's thoughts on Tom Brady immediately. No, so wait. The sports topic is basically, we'll start off with something light and then we'll go into a little deeper, is what I want, because I actually am a big sports fan. And yesterday on my
Sounds like
24
my Magnum.
on my 24-hour stream, I actually was asked, how much of a sports fan I am. And I actually am a huge sports fan. And I used to be more before I moved to Japan, but now because I can't just watch it on TV, and it costs money and I can't spend money to buy it here too frequently, I don't get to see it as much. But I am a big sports fan. I really like all the main ones, and I've been through different sports in my life. So I'll tell you my story, but the main question first is discussing your favorite versus your least favorite. Think for
Lingerie
yourself.
NFL.
That used to be my favorite at one point in my life, yes.
Oh man.
Think for yourself. Thank you for the ice
Lingerie
cream. lemons.
NFL. I got to search that. Hang on a second.
Only for half the people enjoy being. So the people who hate sports, yeah. But again, it's more
Just
personal.
blur the screen, Gilly P. Blur the
It's
screen.
more, it's more personal
My
preferences, or
glasses
just
get darker depending on what the images are.
oh god, or just the journey of your life with
That was
sports. You know what I mean? Like for me, I've changed so much. Like so the first to Hemix.
You did not join me for at least one glass.
Yeah,
fun
man.
champagne.
How you doing, my friend?
Fine champagne.
Thank you so much. It's water, but thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for the
I can
follow.
have that too.
Welcome to the Trilogy Show. And so the topic is sports. We'll start off with really easily what your favorite and least favorite is, but for me, even that is an interesting one because it changes throughout my life. Like, I remember the first sport I enjoyed most is because my dad only likes it too. It's American football, NFL, and so that was my first favorite. But over time, I've definitely changed. I also got in phases where in middle school, I liked basketball the most. I played it the most, and basketball was my favorite. It was when the Supersonics were actually there, and I was big into watching Sean Kemp and Gary Payton and whatnot. And then I stopped liking basketball and started liking baseball because that was the baseball is funny. I actually fell into it because King Griffey Jr. helped, but it was also that it was the off season for most of the sports I did like. So when there was nothing else to watch, for the longest time, me and my sister would actually just watch rugby because it was the closest thing to football. And so after the football season was over, we'd watch rugby and we didn't know what the hell was going on, but we'd always laugh at how when they scored, they'd do. We'd always like, or whatever. Like, we don't know what this means, but okay.
Careful, we play rugby here in BK. Don't make this personal.
I still like rugby. I still like it, but that was the reason I
Get you
started.
in the scrum, son.
That was the first time I liked watching rugby. And actually, a lot of my in-laws here in Japan, their favorite sport's rugby. They actually play rugby a lot. Rugby was a big one for me a little bit. It was my off-season sport, actually, that I watched a little bit when NFL was off. But then it went NFL, NBA, then baseball, and then now, recently, I actually started liking hockey before I came to Japan.
Blobber Bob, thank you.
And hockey, like, I actually asked this to my wife recently. Thank you, Blobber Bob. I asked my wife if there was one game you didn't know the level of play, you didn't know anything, like you didn't know how the stakes were, you didn't know if it was anything, it was just a regular game, but you were forced to watch a sports event. You don't know what it would be. It could be something as low as high school or whatever, but you're gonna watch a sports event. What sport would you pick? And we both picked hockey. So that was one interesting thing, just because of the sport itself. But again, I do think hockey is amazing, and I also think it was one of the last ones to kind of get fairly less regulated, I would say. I mean, like, they're all cracking down on it because they don't fight as much as they used to and whatnot, and they're cracking down on those head hits. But compared to football, because that was my first love, and I'll always have a soft spot in there, I love it. compared to football, if I want to see some hard hits, I watch hockey, because football, I just scream at the TV with when you get excited on a big sack and then your defense gets blown up because they accidentally touched the head by accident. It's like the hand swiped the head by a little bit, and nope, you didn't get that sack now, sorry. So it drives me crazy with the NFL now with that. So now I have to say hockey is one of my favorites. It's kind of tied with baseball right now, baseball and hockey. And my least favorite, sorry, soccer, but I can't take the fact that that like you're on the ground and holding your knee for 10 minutes and that helps you win the game. If they just remove that, because in hockey, this is why I love hockey. They have a rule that if the ref thinks you're faking it, you get penalized, not the person who hit you. So like they call it embellishment, and it's like even on something as small as like a breakaway, and if you actually hook him, and then he actually goes crazy because he was on a breakaway, so they'll take away your breakaway chance because they thought that you were overreacting to getting hit. And so the referee has that say, no faking here, guys, no flopping. And I love that about hockey. And that's why I love soccer, actually. Soccer is a great sport, but I hate the fact that they never remove those fakeness of that or give the refs any power to regulate flopping. So those are my two answers. Let's start with Gilly P.
Wow, you could
Favorite-
ask me about sports.
Favorite sport, least favorite. What you got?
You know what?
History with sports in your life. What you got?
Least favorite sport. People are gonna hate this, especially my Australian crew. But I can't stand Aussie rules football.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, I had a team that I barracked for because.
Oh,
you know,
Grey
people
Warden.
Thank
would
you,
be
Grey Warden,
like,
for the host.
This is-
hey.
This is how you know Gil speaks the truth, because it's like he wouldn't say this if you.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Like, I can't stand football. I played it at school. It never really got me kind of excited at all. I mean, when I had to play sports, I ended up I think I was a referee actually in Aussie rules. That's how well stupid me thought it would be a dodge, but it would be easier for me to play the game than it would be to actually learn the rules and stuff like that. For me, it was never a big deal. I'd kick a football around, but I was never excited about it. I used to go to football matches with friends, and then I stopped going when I could scream in unison with the crowd. Like once I actually went in sync, I was like, okay, I'm out. Thank you, Miss Thunder. Well, look, you know what? Over here, AFL is like a religion, right? And if you're not in the religion, you're out. So for me, that's probably, AFL is probably one of those sports that I don't like playing. Favorite sport?
Wait, and why? I missed the why though. Actually, why do you not like it again?
You know what? I just had bad experiences with it. It's
okay.
a really physical sport. I mean,
the
my
physicality. Okay,
memories
cool.
About that. Yeah, Buzz Kingo saying I've never heard a Melburnian say that. Well, dude, I tell you guys the truth. Currently burning your Australian citizenship. Yeah, absolutely. So my earliest memories is playing football with friends and just like getting my fingers bent back as I was trying to, get the ball and stuff like that. And I just remember just thinking to myself, this sucks. This game just sucks. And again, when you were in high school and stuff, everyone played football. That was like your Saturday morning sport that you had to play. So I was like, that's fair enough. So I'd say probably the sport, that I'll watch the replay and I know what's going on. And in fact, it even got me into trouble when I was in LA because the first question they said is, can you kick a Australian rules football? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, we want you on the team. I'm like, why? It's because you guys can kick the ball really far. And I was like, all right. And it's weird. Do I like cricket? Oh, Miss Thunder. Yeah, I love
That's
cricket.
your favorite? Cricket's your favorite?
My favorite sport? Anything that is kind of like a personal test. So I like, actually, you know what? It's kind of, people are going to kill me on this, but the sport that I play the most in a group thing.
Professional boofing.
You know what? It actually, I
most in
kind
a
of got
group
crazy
thing.
about this for a while.
Grey Warden.
Thank you so much, Grey
Thank
Warden.
you, man.
Thank you, Grey Warden. Appreciate it.
Is a game called Pocket Pool. That's right, Elsa. All right, Elsa's gonna get banned in a second. He's been throwing some shit my way.
You can't ban a moderator.
Yeah, you can't.
You watch me, son. You can get rid of him as a mod first.
Spin the
and then
bottle.
ban him.
Is that
I
a
used
sport?
to play quite often as a group sport, though. I mean, I love things like martial arts and long distance running, the stuff that you do by yourself. But I really loved the fact that I played a game called Ultimate Frisbee for quite some time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My college roommate was huge into that.
It is such a fun game, and it's kind of like football,
It's
but
kind of
with
like
a frisbee,
football.
and
Yep.
it moves
Or rugby.
really, really quick.
Kind of like rugby
You
a
have
bit.
to
Yeah.
be running. I mean, like I just really, really enjoyed it. So I used to play. We used to get together every Sunday with some friends and just go down to the park and play Ultimate Frisbee like crazy until someone got hurt, and then we had to stop. And it was just simply because two people ran into each other while they're watching the frisbee come in. But yeah, that's disc golf. I guess.
Disc golf is good too.
Like that. Yeah.
Disc golf is good too. It's like ultimate frisbee without as much exercise.
But if I had a personal choice, I'd rather do stuff by myself. It's like I love going to the gym by myself. I love working on things. I like challenging myself. So, for many years I did some martial arts training and things like that, and I liked, being able to do that with other people. But I like the fact that in the end, you're testing yourself. So I like sports that way more than I'm not a basketball player. I'm definitely not a footballer. Ultimate Frisbee, long distance running, that sort of stuff. Hiking, climbing.
Do you play golf too? Because that's more you. Because that's one of the games that's kind of you against, improving yourself. You against the course, never against another team or player.
Yeah, I don't know. Never tried it. So
I love golf now. I hated it when I was young.
I know, because you got your pimp cane with you.
I'm a pimp cane all the time, man. I don't have enough money to play anymore, but I used to. I used to play when I had the monies. Yeah, you watch it.
I like things like skee ball. It's like we gotta win the tickets and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I like that too. I like that too.
Yeah, that's a good.
What about the off the beaten path that you think had a great recommendation? A little bit, because he said favorite sport, most hated, but we talked about that least favorite, most favorite. But he said underrated, and I thought that was interesting. What do you think is kind of off the beaten track that's underrated? I think Gil's is actually his favorite, but because Ultimate Frisbee is kind of off. But if you have another one, Gil, that you think that doesn't get enough pub, CoinCap as well, think about that, because I can give you a little bit of moment. Because to me, when you said underrated, made up, I immediately thought. Because bowling's kind of pretty well known. You do that for fun. I don't think it's lowly rated because people love just playing bowling, just the non-pros. You know what I mean? Like,
does Tinder count as a sport that's underrated? I'm just wondering.
Do they give you a trophy? Is there a professional league?
At a special clinic, when you reach a certain number, you do get a trophy.
Thank you for your continued patronage. Yes.
I actually know a sport that Gil is, at least at one time in his life, was into that he's not mentioning here.
Do tell.
Shooting.
Oh my. Yeah. Well, that's
skeet
true.
shoot.
Yes.
Skeet shooting, right?
No. It was
Play
actually
shooting.
target shooting. It
it's
actually
targeting.
came up.
Oh, wow.
So here's the fun. We should tell a little bit about the history of that. So that ties into the fact that when I went to UCLA, I had to take a sport as part of the exchange that I did. And that's where they said, "You're from Australia. Do you play Aussie rules?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Is that you on Finder, Gil?" What? No, that's not me on Tinder. Miss Thunder, just don't tell all my
awesome.
secrets, Miss Thunder. Like,
Additional
you did-
anal ring toss. What the? Oh my god, that's so funny. Sorry, go ahead. Shooting.
That's okay.
I
That's cool,
got
man.
distracted by the chat again. It's the chat's
That's all right.
fault.
Well, I'm just saying to Miss Thunder, like, you did swipe right, so I have to tell everyone that sort of stuff. So.
All right, Gil. Keep going with the shooting. The
So
shooting.
the shooting thing was
Yes.
was like, I had to take this sport.
Not yet. We're getting close,
So we're
Blubber.
like, all right, guys, you gotta go, and that's when the gridiron guys or the American football guys were like, hey, well, I went to one training, they completely smashed me. I said, I'm not doing that. So I wanted to go and find the biggest goof that I could find. And one of them was shooting, competitive shooting. So I thought to myself, look, there are no guns really in Australia. You've got to get, like, if you want to go shoot stuff. And I thought to myself, oh, wow, you know what? I always wanted to try it. What I didn't know was that, it's kind of a funny story, but they take that more serious than probably the gridiron guys, because a large amount of the UCLA shooters end up in the Olympic team for America in the Olympics. So we were running calisthenics and doing stuff like that. Coin Captain, I told you this story about what happened in 2000, right? Should I share that with everyone?
Yeah.
It's a fun story. So I've go over there. I'm shooting with these guys. It works out that in the Olympics in 2000 was in Sydney, Australia, and I come back during that time to go and visit family, and I get a phone call from the coach, and I'm like, Coach, what are you doing here? And they said, we're traveling around Australia before we head back. Have you got time? Want to catch up with us to show us around? And I said, sure. Melbourne's my hometown. No problem. So they all rocked up to my home. And what I didn't realize was that they also were carrying their Olympic sports equipment, which basically turned out to be something like 27 rifles, which again in Australia, it's something you don't see. And I said, well, what do we do with these? How do we store them? And they said, look, we were told as long as they're in a locked, vessel, you're fine. And I said, well, I don't have anything that I can lock up. And he said, look, do you have a cupboard or something, or and I said, well, I've got a coat rack by the door, or coat cupboard. He says, that's cool, man. What we'll do is we'll just zip tie it. That constitutes it being locked down.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, cool. So we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we left for the day, and I took them, and I got a phone call on my really early cell phone. And it was my mother, because I was staying in my parents' house. And my mother goes, I don't know what you're in, but get home immediately. I said, what's going on? And she goes, get home now. And I was like, whoa, I'm with people. And she's like, I don't care, you get home now. So I left them where they were, and I said, I'll come back. We come back, and the coach actually came back with me, because I thought he kind of went, I got a feeling I know what's going on. It worked out that my mother had come home early, had seen a zip tie over the two doors of the where we put our coats, cut the zip tie, opened up, and saw all these guns, these rifles, right? And freaked out. And she's like, get these guns out of my, and I'm like, whoa, relax. If it wasn't for the my smooth talking coach, I don't think I would have had a mother after that. She was ready.
That's amazing. That's so funny,
Yeah.
though. It's so funny.
So
get home now. It's so
Get
great.
home now. Don't bring guns into my home.
How old were you?
28.
28. Yeah, that's so great. Get home now.
Oh, yeah.
So
Get
shooting
home
that is
now.
that.
Be a
would you,
good boy.
and you
Don't
choose that as the
ever
off the
play
beaten
with
path. That's
guns.
cool.
Yeah,
Underrated. Yeah, Coin. What about you? Underrated or off the beaten path type thing? Is there any sports that you can think of?
That I
tickle.
like to watch or play.
Either way,
or...
that you think is underrated, tickle your fancy. It doesn't matter. I just like saying that word.
I'm so distracted by this anal ring toss thing. It's like,
All right, we're gonna go.
dude,
well, that's the show,
seriously?
guys. You really
Jeez.
brought it back to that.
Well, I mean, you keep talking about it, and how can you not?
We did.
Stop
We were
thinking-
talking about it.
It's a Howard Stern
No, the
thing,
chat.
man.
The
Come on.
chat. You know me. I get distracted by the chat. Okay. All right.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you.
Hold on.
I'm going
I
to wait a second. I'm going to stick with another amazing Australian streamer who says no butt stuff. So we'll leave it there.
Thank you,
Who says no butt
Malpeasy.
stuff.
Nah, she's in the chat. She can say.
Okay.
But I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
All right.
Ola,
Underrated.
it's me.
Underrated.
Hang on, just one
sport.
second. Sorry, before we
okay.
move on, just
Oh,
Ola, it's
okay.
me says yikes all over a gun. It was 26 guns, but you got to understand that in
It was
Australia,
26 guns.
don't have firearms. They're very, very controlled. So my mother has not experienced, like, I've seen Australians look at a rifle and get afraid because of their only involvement is like what they see on the movies and stuff. So yeah, I'm just letting you know.
I love that though.
Yeah.
There was 26. It was just 26. That's
It was
normal.
only 26.
Just 26 in a
Olympic level 22, guns, rifles. It was awesome.
There's 26. But yeah, okay, Coin, your underrated sport
yeah.
and why? Or, it could be something you like, something you just think is just, or that you've done yourself. And you
There
think,
you go. Miss Thunder goes no butt stuff. There you go. That's what she calls bull.
This Thunder's
She
awesome.
draws the line at the butt. Everything below the waist is kaput.
Everything? Anyway, well, the other...
BK, I've got to
All
show
right,
you Blazing Saddles.
okay,
man.
I'll stop. Excuse me while I whip out the question to Coin Captain. Coin Captain.
Good man.
Coin Captain. Underrated
sir.
sport. Do you want me to go first? You really need to go back to chat and go
No.
something.
No, I can. No, you don't have to go first. I can't really think of one. I mean, the first thing that came to mind was boxing. I can, but
But that's not
I-
quite
I-
underrated, but it is
Right,
now.
that's what
It
I-
is now, but it wasn't for so long.
It's kind of been replaced by MMA.
Yeah.
And I like them both, but I prefer boxing. I think honestly, for me though, I think some of that is sentimental. My grandfather used to watch boxing all the time, and I'd sit on the couch and watch it with him. So I think that's kind of part of it. And I used to play the crap out of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on Nintendo when I was a kid. Yeah, I loved that game. It's hard for me to say. I mean, that was the first thing that came to mind. But
Curious, who's your favorite boxer though? Because I like boxing, so.
Norman B, you gonna come toss my salad? Is that what you're saying there?
Well,
needs another salad?
Again, I'm gonna give the cliche answer, Mike Tyson, but that's only because I really like the '80s.
Mike Tyson is your favorite boxer, really? Oh my God, that's amazing.
But in a cliche way, because it was more about
saving time because he just knocks everybody out so damn fast.
No, I don't know. He was the most interesting to me. I mean, there's probably better, but well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't watch it avidly, for the record. It's not something I watch. I mean, I probably watch maybe 2 or 3 boxing bouts a year if I'm lucky. But I do think it's underrated. I think it's probably more. A lot of people probably just don't want to watch that stuff. Like my wife, she would never watch boxing or MMA. It's just not like that wouldn't be interesting to her. But I think there is a psychology to it, and there's skill involved. It's not just 2 people beating each other up. Like it actually.
I'm a big fan of Teddy Atlas, and he's like saying it's so much because there's a lot of good boxers out there, but the thing that changes it the most is the mental side of it. Because obviously Tyson had some of the best skills ever, but he did actually have a lot of the mental. His appearance, the way he interviews and the way he talks and does stuff, it seems like he wouldn't, but he actually does. You have to set up those hits because there's a lot of people with that type of knockout power like Tyson had, but they didn't pull it off like he did. You know what I mean? So I do think that is an underrated aspect of boxing and boxing in general. So you could do that. I mean, if you can't come up with another one that's off the beaten path, it's fine. I mean, that's actually a good answer now. It is a good answer.
Maybe mini golf?
What the heck is mini golf?
You've never played mini golf?
Oh, you mean like putt golf type? Miniature golf.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a thing called park golf here that I totally thought. Anyway, they have a thing called park golf in Japan, and it's like mini golf in a park, like in an actual park. So it's all grass and stuff, And you actually it's a bigger ball and a bigger hole. It's just weird, but I was like, for some reason, I was flashing into like combining.
I think I dated her once.
Park golf?
Yes.
All the women golfers who are the best usually have the last name Park. Anyway, I see a lot of Asian golf here in Japan. So anyway,
my favorite sport is.
I thought you were describing her. Sorry, BK. I'm just gonna leave that joke alone.
It's okay. What were you saying, Quinn?
I just said my favorite sport is American football.
Yeah.
But the NFL is kind of taken a turn recently. I don't watch it as avidly as I used to. I used to watch every game I could. But roughly about 2 years ago, it started to kind of fall off for me a little bit.
Me too, man. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's still my favorite.
Do you think COVID is part of that reason?
Oh yeah. Oh sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's part of it, but it's not all of it.
It wasn't just 2 years for me though. It's been a while since. Again, this is why when you said Tom Brady stuff before, I'm like, yeah, I was the same because I was always get angry. That was when it started making the rules where I couldn't enjoy football the way I used to. Like I used to enjoy it when but now when you start really getting into it and cheering, there's so many reasons to just like never get you just like regret getting excited in the first place. That's what I don't like about it. They have the pass interference craziness. They have the what is a catch craziness. They have the hits. Right. They have the hits that you can't touch certain way. And now they have the hits where even if the guy with the ball actually lowers his head, now he gets penalized even though he's making a great run. I get excited and then I say, oh crap, I regret getting excited at all. And they have like 20 different things in there that happens to me. So I say, I can't watch NFL anymore. I mean, I can, but I don't care because every time I care, it makes me sad. So
yeah.
That's what.
Well, you just have to watch teams that you don't like.
Both teams. I hope they just keep failing in the ref. So then,
Right,
then I'm cheering for the referees the whole time. What kind of sport is this? The hell is this?
Oh,
What?
look at that! What is this? Every
What?
hole's a goal.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! What?
Again, I think I dated her once in the 90s too.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, here's my underrated sport. It has nothing to do with Tinder or anything. How dare you, Gil? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's my underrated sport is racquetball.
Oh, really? I love racquetball.
I love racquetball. I love
Holy,
racquetball.
you know what? I'd go back and say squash racquetball over
Is your-
ultimate frisbee. Damn, I forgot about that.
Oh, you love racquetball that much? It would be your favorite?
Yeah, actually,
What?
I loved
Underrated,
playing
right?
squash and
Underrated.
yes.
Underrated.
Yes.
Racquetball.
Such squash, racquetball, absolute racquetball is, you got to be stronger to hit that ball harder. Squash racket, you get a little bit more length and therefore amazing game.
Do you know how fun it is even if you don't know what you're doing? Like me and my best friend in high school, we were sick of playing basketball all the time, so we just decided at the YMCA we were playing at, there was actually 2 racquetball courts and they let you rent out the equipment and try it. Now we didn't know what it was, we had to look up the rules and everything, but we just said, what the hell? Well, first time we played it, we didn't look up the rules at all. We just went in there and started hitting the ball and said, this looks like it could be fun. And we looked it up and like, oh, how are you supposed to do this? Okay, do this many, okay. And so we played it and it is just so fun, so fun. Unfortunately, I have the negative side of it is I remember how many nut shots I've gotten in it from the ball hitting my nuts. Other than that,
How?
oh
I don't
my
wanna
god,
play that.
no, it's only when if you don't know what you're doing, Coin. If you don't know
That's
what you're
me.
doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm still here, and I still am
That's why they
very.
call it squash, by the way,
very
BK.
fertile. People don't think so, but I am squash.
They call it,
Oh
they
my
call it
god.
squash because it's squashing your nuts.
It's your
playing
nuts.
it.
Have you been hitting the nuts a couple times with the ball, Gil?
Many times.
Yeah.
One of the
Well,
first,
that explains everything.
it's not a squash game if you don't get a freebie.
That explains everything.
When I play squash, it's the cheapest thrill I get all day.
I'm gonna put lemons in the chest because Coin Captain just drove me insane. Oh my god.
That's not lemons in the chest. That's I see what you're doing. You're donating them. To
Well, I'll
play.
put a diamond just because no one's gotten the question right today and I feel bad. Chest, power. I'll
Chest power.
But this time I'll give you a discount because again.
We are the Bogs.
I still have to punish you. Normally I put the 100 in, but I don't want to punish my Trilogy brothers. I'll put the 75 in that we get from that. So, let's go. Let's go.
The only thing
That
that I
was
have a problem
hilarious.
with when playing squash is that some people play it very competitively, and I tend to just I like to chat to someone and just get some really good exercise in. But I don't know about the courts that you played, but the courts I played on, they had like a gallery. And I think one of the very first times I ever played was in like high school, and some girls from another school kind of were watching us, and we were diving for the ball. We just played up, man. We had a great time just goofing around in front of these girls. That's actually a really good memory.
That's awesome. And Malpizzi said handball. I've seen people play handball in the racquetball court. It looks like it's a lot harder though. Because you have to use your hand, the reach. But it's because I'm short. It's because I'm short. I probably
guys,
love.
Please don't.
Huh? What happened? Oh, the nut. I
there's
see. Yeah, links.
Why is there links in that? Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, get rid of
We're gonna
that.
get rid of that.
I got it.
Gil's nuts. I mean, diamonds. They are diamonds. I'm telling you, they've been compressed enough that they become
Oh,
diamonds.
Miss Thunder, thank you. That was sweet.
Diamonds in the sky. Diamonds around your ears.
All right, I did perfect topping again. I made him change his
Thunder,
favorite
do
sport.
not talk about my nuts. That's it. You crossing a line.
Yeah,
okay?
I made him change his favorite
Coin
sci-fi
Captain, look at that.
show,
Yeah,
and you
we
made
did
him
it.
change his favorite
I made you
sport.
change his. I made you change your favorite sport. Oh, the
Look
power.
at me. I'm just wishy-washy.
Gil's nuts. I mean diamond.
Just for Eagle. Let's go.
Tails for eagles.
I actually like the ending. I was going to go into other things about sports, but I think we covered what I wanted to cover. I mean, how's your time, guys? I know we're looking to be around this time is where we end. We're about 14 minutes earlier. Usually we're thinking, is that 3 hours? Is that what we're thinking? 1 hour each? About?
I don't know. It's all.
Oh.
Suki, you ready for the after party?
Oh, that was the
Is
thing.
Suki
Let me
even
think.
here?
Let me think. Let me. Sorry.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I think, hang on.
maybe she already went and started streaming,
No, hang on, one second. Hang on.
or maybe she fell asleep.
Discord for a sec, guys. Hang on a second.
Oh, okay. Discord. I'm looking. Oh, okay.
Oh my.
All right.
But yeah, I was curious about time because we still have 13 minutes.
We can kill
Oh,
13. It's
Wait
not
a minute.
problem.
Now I'm confused. Haven't yet, but ready.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh?
Well, Suki just said haven't yet, but ready.
What were your question? What were you asking?
If she was gonna host an after party.
Oh,
Suki
Oh,
told me earlier.
never mind. Okay, hang on. So, Suki, are you
now
streaming
I'm
or not?
confused.
I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Who would like to host an after party?
Yeah, I'm cool to host an
It
after.
says, so nuts are okay, but not butts. I don't like smokers. Look at their brains just went.
I'm confused. Oh, you are.
I am
You are
too.
gonna stream. You're gonna stream. I'm sorry. I thought.
I'm sorry. I couldn't see.
Yeah, Suki, now would be a good time to start your stream.
I'm confused.
Now it would be.
It's okay.
Do
It's
it
okay.
now.
Well, we also. I don't know. Like. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Keith, man, whatever you want to
Oh
smoke.
my
it's-
goodness.
I don't pass any judgment.
Oh my goodness. I love that play on words. I can't say anything. He's from Britain.
That's right.
It's the trap, guys. It's the trap.
Oh my gosh.
No
Why
worries,
nuts
Suki. It's
allowed,
all
but no
good.
butts? I like a good butt. I like good.
Do you know, that's a good
Yeah.
question, Think. I do think there's a double standard there. I'm with you on this one, Think. I think if we're gonna allow nuts, we have to allow butts.
Oh, sir.
No
Cute.
butts, no party. Oh, there you go. Well, let's bring our butts on over to your channel then.
Oh, yeah. There's a language barrier here that I think people are getting upset.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. That's the local colloquial?
It's for cigarette, right?
Colloquial?
Is it?
Colloquial.
It's
Colloquial is the word.
It's like a cigarette, right?
Phrase for cigarettes. Yeah.
It's a cigarette.
She says, I'm firing it up.
Okay.
Oh,
We
here
gotta
go. I
stall
got
for
a sticker
time.
for that.
Good thing I have. Good,
Oh,
I got-
Malpeasy, man. Be
I got a
careful.
sticker for that.
Because, we're all friends here, but we don't want any, you gotta have,
Fired up.
it's all about consensuality. She literally
Exactly.
said. She said no.
MLPZ. What's up, man? I really want to
Butts
play
and
some.
nuts.
I gotta get a console.
nothing butter.
I gotta just buy. My wife's gonna kill me. I'm spending so much money on this stuff
Why,
for
what
streaming.
do you have to
What are you
get,
gonna
Cap?
buy?
A console, like an Xbox or a PlayStation, so I can play
Why?
with my friends on D. Because I've been wanting to play with
Oh.
Malpeasy. Speaking of sports, he plays sports games like NFL and basketball and all kinds of stuff. He does, and on his streams. And every time I go in there, I'm like, he was playing this baseball game the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to play baseball with Malpeasy so bad right now, and I don't have a console, so I can't. And I'm like, my son has an Xbox, but he keeps it at his mom's house, my ex-wife, and he doesn't bring it over here that much. And if you guys need to stall for time,
You're
I'm
doing
your
good.
guy.
You're doing good.
Exactly. We could ramble. I
Keep
could tell you a
complaining about the
story.
things you don't have. Go.
I could tell you one of my short stories.
Keep complaining. Keep complaining
to
about
the
the things you
girl,
don't have.
but-
Let's go.
Do you fill us
Oh.
in with the rest
You
of the girl
The
story?
girl story. Well, I'm just saying, I want to get a console so
Ha-
I can play games with Malpeasy.
I got
D-Live.
questions about
Yeah.
that story. How did you know she was into you at the party?
Oh God, are you kidding me? She made it incredibly. She was basically, she threw herself at me. She was all over me,
That's what they all say.
How?
pushing herself up next to me and like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, like that kind of stuff.
Shit happens every day.
Not well, to you, maybe.
Get in the subway, dude.
I mean,
That's hilarious. Happens all the time. Yeah, Miss Thunder wants to hear complaining Captain. Exactly. Cap, keep going. What do you not have that you wish you had?
She wants complaining, Captain.
A pony? You want a pony?
can't complain.
I want the condom captain.
I
On a
can't
I
pony?
want to
complain.
hear the stories.
I would like to lose 30 pounds instantly. I don't want these extra 30
Oh.
pounds.
we can do that, but you'll have to hop
d-
for the rest of your life.
No, listen, you know what? For real? Okay, I'm breaking news. Breaking news. Well, actually, there's two
Oh,
breaking news.
God.
I got this earlier. Interesting. I have two breaking. One's about me. We'll save that one for last because then I can ramble on. I got some breaking news just about 20 minutes ago. Well, it's been an hour now. China is now making a change. They're going to allow couples to have 3 kids instead of 2. Okay, and the other breaking news, the other breaking news,
Is that recent?
yeah, it just happened an hour ago.
Oh, an
China
hour
just
ago.
announced-
Okay.
Yeah. But the other
A lot of
breaking
masseuses
news,
are crying.
I'm going on a diet. Going on
Thank
a
you,
diet.
No Sleep.
What?
You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying.
Gil's
You
one
know what I'm
liners are
getting at.
ridiculous. He's on fire right now. I don't know. This is amazing. I love just letting my 2 bottoms just stall for time. It's perfect. Keep going, Coin. Yes. More.
Going on a diet.
Here's the news. Oh yeah, you are. You talked about that before, actually.
Yeah,
You
well,
dirty
you're right, I
liar.
did, but now that my cooking, I know
Ah.
it sounds weird, but I was waiting to do my cooking stream so then I could go. Now I can still do cooking streams, but it's gonna have to be. I'm thinking about doing the whole 30.
You didn't
Anybody
finish
else-
one
has
question or one
has any-
sentence there.
That's okay. Has
Thank you,
anyone,
Malpaisie. Go.
Thank you, Malpaisie, and No Sleep, and Malpaisie.
Yes,
and no
thank you,
sleep, and
Malpaisie, No Sleep,
No
and No
Sleep
Sleep
again.
again.
I think they're having a battle.
Lemon War. King B enters the match. Thank you.
Tell us about your
Thank you,
diet. Has
Bumble
anybody
King.
done the whole 30?
Sparkon. Keep going.
I think I'm going to do the whole 30 for the
whole
fourth
30.
time in my life.
I've never done the whole 30. I've got.
It's pretty restrictive, but I've lost weight every single, and it's not a weight loss diet. That's not what it is. It's a reset, eating healthy, whole foods for 30 days, no sugar, but here's the rub. No alcohol either for 30
I tell you what,
days,
Captain. I tell you what.
30 days.
You're a.
Here's
you're
the
an
thing. If you
alcoholic.
want to
Thank you,
do
blah blah
the whole 30, and you can get me the information, I'll be your whole 30 buddy.
blah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Gil,
that'd be amazing.
I'm gonna
Dude.
forewarn you. I'm gonna forewarn you.
Dude.
It's pretty restrictive.
I did the paleo diet. It's all good,
It's
man.
very similar to paleo. It's very
dude.
similar to paleo.
Dude, this
You know
is
what? I
amazing,
tried-
guys. This is
I tried to
Trilogy
do
Brothers
something
uniting.
similar
Oh,
with
Thank you,
Doomwave,
King B, on the congrats.
Bumble,
Thank
King B.
and
I
Doomwave
would be
was like,
Oh,
hey, we're
Spark
gonna do this.
on.
If you did not
And
join
then
me
like
for
I
at
came back
least
next
one
week and I said, did you do it? He went, nah.
glass of fine
And I was like,
champagne.
I was really
you.
disappointed.
Fine champagne. Cheers.
Thank
you
you.
for the follow.
Dude, that's awesome of you,
Spark
Gil.
on.
That's so cool, man.
I'll do it with you.
I'm inspired to try to give you guys something, but I got nothing left.
Well, Elfsar, it is a sugar detox because on
Yep,
Whole
it
30, you can't have any sugar and you also can't have any artificial sweeteners. So essentially,
Elf, are you serious?
Also, man, I went paleo. I went on the primordial diet for like a year. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. I agree, Elsa.
Miss
But
Thunder,
it's-
have you, oh sorry, go ahead.
The 30 days is the hardest day. That's why you do it that
Miss
way.
Thunder, you know Coin Captain, he does nothing in moderation. Thank you, King B. Got 6 kids. Come on, guys.
is that true? Can we have it? Let's have a show about that.
Nothing in
Does the
moderation.
coin captain do? I've got to do some things in moderation.
Yeah, it's like going to the bathroom.
No, I don't do that in moderation. I go to the bathroom constantly. I'm diabetic.
That's
I
true.
got the
you're
diabetes.
Right. You're right. Sleep.
Diabetes.
You don't sleep.
Do
You
I
don't
get an
sleep.
insulin pump when we
You
do
don't
this?
sleep moderately.
So we can make it even?
Wow.
You won't need. No, actually, honestly, if
That's
I
a good
do
question,
that, if I
Coin.
do
What do you mean
if I
moderately?
do around a whole 30, I'll have to really reduce my insulin input. Like I'll need much less insulin.
Cool.
Do you watch TV moderately?
I hardly watch any TV.
It's not moderate. It's a little. Okay.
I probably watch, if I'm lucky, an hour of television a week.
That's not moderate. That's less.
Yeah.
Bumble,
right.
thank you
So-
again, man. Thank you for the ice cream.
Question is, does it work? Absolutely. Keith, you'll be the healthiest you've ever been if you go on the Whole 30 diet. I mean, it cuts out all of the crap, and feeds you with full, rich, whole, nutritious foods.
Just need the info.
I will
do
get
it.
it for you. Whole30.com. Just go to whole30.com. Everything you need is right there.
In all fairness, Keith, given that the changes that you're having to put in right now, I'd love it for you to do it with us. I'm just concerned you probably want to
He-
talk to your doctor
Oh
beforehand.
yeah, absolutely. He would. Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
because
he
I
would
know
need
you're
to.
dealing with a whole new dietary stuff with the diabetes and stuff. I would feel terrible if you joined us and something would happen. So
Think for yourself says I was finding silver in moderation until recently.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Made Up TV says that he's on the IC diet. All the food he sees, he eats.
I'm actually on two
I'm a
diets.
seafood diet.
I actually was always in the flux with two diets that worked for me. Is the lectin diet, where you eat less lectins or no lectins, and intermittent fasting. I do those two things.
Well, legumes are banned on Whole30, and I think
Just like
that's
the
in part
lectins.
to reduce the lectins.
Yep, exactly. I do.
And his
Yeah.
bread's probably out there too, right?
Yeah,
the
no,
Whole30?
Lots of meat, lots of vegetables.
it's no grains,
Mm-hmm.
no dairy, no sugar, no alcohol, and what else? No legumes.
No problem.
Yep.
No
King
food.
B. No food.
No, there's
Thank you,
lots.
King
You can
B.
eat lots of really
Bumble.
good meals and food. I probably will do some cooking if I do. And the hard part. Here's the hard part for me. This is the hard part. It's not the food. The food I can do. I could do the food for 30 days easily. Sometimes food and drink is a social event. So like I'm going to meet Burner Girl in a few days in New York City, and I have a friend in Albuquerque that I'm going to meet up with later in the month, and I'm going to want to hang out with these people and share a meal. Like we might go get New York pizza, right, with Burner Girl or something, or my friend in Albuquerque might want to have a drink with me or something, and I want to be able to do those things. So when you're on a restrictive diet like that, it really hinders the social aspect of food and beverage. So,
That's cool.
and there's no wiggle room. Like
Good luck. Good luck. That's what I mean.
like-
It's
like
really
if
it's
you-
a big dedication from Gil.
If at any point
well.
during that 30 days you break it, you have to start over from the first day. Like you can't, like if I have even a gram of sugar on day 20, I got to go back to day 1 and start again.
You're in good hands, Gil. I've been his boofing buddy. Now you're his 30. What is it called? 30. What's it called?
Whole 30.
The whole 30. You're going to be his whole 30 buddy. Isn't that sweet? We just.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. I'm never. We and you have to do something on the side.
Although I do have to
complete the
We
say,
don't talk about that publicly.
think for yourself suggestion of the cookie Sunday diet. Now that's the only problem is it keeps making. I've seriously though, no joke. I've gained I've gained probably 40 pounds since COVID started.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Guys.
COVID's a killer, man. for
Guys.
everyone.
Guys, she started a stream, but she said she's ready to talk on Zoom too. We were talking about that a little bit. You want to finish off the Trilogy Show with Suki?
It's only a bit corrupt. Hey, I just want to answer this real quick.
Oh, okay.
It said, why no Silver Saturday last night? Because I couldn't get any coins from the bank. The bank
Rejected.
did not give me any boxes of coins, so I was not able to.
They're on to his
unsort.
game.
I should be back with coins next week, but that's why last night we did the fireside.
Did they say anything like, we know we've seen you? Oh, it's the coin
No,
captain.
they were-
Get out of here. Is that
no,
what they did?
No, nope. They just said, well, because the bank that I use, my main bank, they shut down for like 3 weeks. No explanation, just a sign on the door. Sorry, temporarily closed. I think it was a COVID outbreak or something, and so they shut it down and sent all the employees home. But I don't know that that's true. I'm not sure what happened. But then they came back, and I'm like, hey, I'm here again. Do you have my coins? And they're like, oh no, we got rid of those. We were closed and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, can you order me some? Yeah, but it's going to take a week. So now I got to build up the stash again because I depleted all of my reserves.
If Coin Captain went on a coin diet, every time he'd take a step, he'd sound like a piggy bank.
Probably.
Shake him up and down. Hear those coins rattle.
But you guys cool with having Suki close out the show with us, just like our last affiliate one?
Sure.
Because we wanted to have a little celebration, guys. If you didn't know, Suki Smackhouse just got her affiliate. She's going to do her affiliate party, second half right now. So let's get her the Zoom link. And then we're going to open the chest and then host on a fake host, because right now we can't officially host, but we will. It's a host because she's going to be here. And the Trilogy after party will continue on Sticky Smackhouses.
Here, Gil, I'm gonna send you the link for it now. You can look it over. It's pretty. I'm gonna tell if you back out, man, after reading this, I won't blame you. It's pretty restrictive.
Okay, I'm out.
All right, I figured.
But definitely, give Suki
But
a
I
follow
might-
too. Oh, wait,
I might
yeah.
stream it, guys. If any of you are
Ooh.
feeling like you want to get healthier and
Well, we can do it together.
yeah, like I'll do I'll keep everybody progress. I'm
Oops.
pretty sure I'm gonna do it.
No,
So
second.
if anybody's interested, it's whole 30 here. Well, we can't put links in the. Well, we do actually. We have links on this.
You can put it.
I'll just do it. All right, there you go. Whole
I'll
30.
allow it.
If anybody wants to read it and see what it is, learn a little more. If you think you can do it and you want to do let me know. If anybody's going to do it with me, I'll stream the progress and everything. You'll really. I mean, I'm telling you, it's hard, but it's worth it because you got to give yourself some self-love and take care of your body. It's a gift to you, and you got to take care of yourself. So I don't know. I've let myself go, and but the hard part for me is going to be the no drinking for 30 days.
What happens after the 30 days? Do you just binge out again?
CoinCamp sends you a
No.
certificate
Yeah, you get a.
and silver.
That would have been so funny if I could have gotten it out. I don't know. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Whoa! Oh! Look what happened.
Uh-oh.
Here she is. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Did I bring the music?
That's all I heard.
Suki's
hear
here.
What's up, Suki?
You just made the captain's night.
Fellas.
Hi. You sound
I
like
hope
you're.
well, you all made my night. All three of you.
We did? How
Oh,
did
I'm
we do that?
glad.
Oh,
Don't look
just
at me.
you
I was just sitting
guys.
here.
Always, always. Can you hear me? Tell me you don't hear my music too.
We hear something in
Here's
the background.
something. Sounds
more
fuzzy.
like static.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. How about that?
Captain, yes, that's much better. Captain, you're going to do live jazzercises lessons. I do want to actually work out more too.
Jazz hands.
I was wondering, would that be weird? Like, if I go to the gym and live stream that, would anybody want to watch that, or is that?
The
I'd watch.
bathroom is weird, but everything before that.
I'd watch it.
You would, even if it was like,
Wait, you're telling me you wear like really revealing clothing at the gym? Is that what you're telling me?
ooh,
G-strings.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would let me. They probably wouldn't even let me.
I would be
They'd probably say you
devastated
can't.
Oh,
live stream.
citizen.
Hey, there we go.
Citizens.
at least one glass
Fun
of
champagne.
fine champagne.
Fine champagne.
Welcome to the Trilogy Show.
Thank you.
Or the Triad, maybe. I don't know. What's the name for the leaderboard? Was somebody playing the? Maybe we can hear that now, Suki. Hello?
Ooh, yeah. Okay, now.
I can hear something, Suki.
Suki.
Are you okay, Suki?
Suki.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
I think Suki's had a little soak.
I think she's had a little.
A little.
I only got 2.5 shots of SoCo and then a nice large Genius. Extra stout.
Oh, gee. Okay, got it. I don't know. I never could get into
so
Guinness.
you can
I've
hear
tried
my
it.
music. I've got my stream going.
Yeah, we gotta.
Well, we
we
should
open the
just come over
chest and then
hang
go
out.
over. Let's
Yeah,
open
yeah,
the
let's do
chest and
that.
head on over. If that's
I
Suki, you
might-
good with that?
Are we?
Are you telling Suki to open her chest? Seriously, guys, I'm not gonna hang out
Not
with you. if
her
you're gonna
chest.
talk
It's
like
our
this.
chest. We're opening our chest.
The Trilogy chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is that what what's
Can
called
you say
now,
that
huh?
again? Can you say
Oh
that
my
again?
gosh.
The trilogy chest.
The Trilogy chest.
I'm serious.
Wow.
You guys gotta just
Go
chill
be-
out, dude.
That was pretty
Gil,
good though.
you talked over it. I'm like trying to get a pure.
Okay.
That's why.
Suki,
There's a reason why
Suki, say
I'm-
it again.
I'm
Say it again.
Talking over it.
The Trilogy chest.
Shiver me timbers.
Let's open the chest, guys. Let's go.
Open it. Arr.
121 lemons. Thank you for being here, guys.
Oh,
30 seconds. Refresh your browsers if you don't see it.
and there go the
See.
lemons flying away.
Angel Pass SoCo. Thank you, sister. Thanks for looking out for me, girl.
I gotta.
You're awesome,
We
Suki.
gotta make. Hey, Gilly P.
Yes.
Since you're the only VP among us, for now,
Yes.
maybe we should make Suki a SoCo sticker.
Maybe. You give me the sticker, we'll see what we can do.
I don't know how to do. Okay, I'll learn.
The way you are.
Suki Smackhouse with 21, the 4th Trilogy member. Elsar, 12. Think for yourself, 9. Miss Thunder with 7, and Crazy K-Man. Keith with 6.
Keith.
Thank you for being a part of that, guys. That was like 40 out of the 120 chests, so hope you all got a little piece of that. We really appreciate the support. Pretty soon we'll be able to host, you know? But we applied for affiliate last week.
I think Suki's mumbling in the background.
She's serenading me. That's what she's doing.
Oh, is that what she's doing?
Yes.
We're heading over to Suki Smackhouse.
It's like a siren out in the ocean, luring me in.
It's gonna be really good, guys. It's gonna be really good.
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
You ready to go, Suki? We're gonna go on over to your channel. You ready?
Oh,
you
thank
ready?
you, Keith. Yeah, that would be great. I need to learn.
You ready, Suki? You ready? You ready?
Suki's ready.
All right. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This was the Trilogy Show. We'll see you next week. I'm
you,
BK
everyone.
Johnson.
Oh, wait, triangles.
I'm BK Johnson. I'm BK Johnson.
Is it me or him?
I think it'll. I think it should be
It's
you.
you.
It's you.
Oh, we're not in a triangle. We're in a square.
But like you're
We
still
doing clockwise?
It's still yes. It's still that because that was.
Clockwise. Okay,
yes.
let's try it again. All right.
Thank you so much for watching the Trilogy Show. I'm BK Johnson.
I'm the coin captain.
I'm Suki Smackhouse. And I'm Gilly P.
And we are Trilogy. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week. Go on to Suki Smackhouse's party.